No, he wasn't blackmailed. He's not saying here that he was blackmailed into admitting to any physical acts or anything along those lines. I think we're all very clear on that, right? That's not being claimed here. Very curious that Cameron has this wealth of evidence, this huge trove of evidence he's sitting on. Yet none of it ever directly relates to the claim that he's trying to contest. Nicholas Duria stands in the corner with a big evidence-shaped belly.
But you said she didn't blackmail you into saying anything.
But I didn't know what she was capable of at this point. I'm not saying that.
You know, if I can get this dang thing to load. Oh god, it's just I'm having such trouble loading this. Cameron dove right into the back of that filing cabinet. It's like it's almost like Scrooge McDuck going into his pile of gold coins. Cameron's swimming through files, and he is finally at the very back, right at the bottom. Oh, cool zero. Oh, a 5-minute call. Oh, I forgot I had this.
What if I don't take no for an answer?
That's no good.
Aiden had Cameronf305 call into his stream today. So, dude, this really go on for ages. How long does this go on for? Oh, not that long. So, here's to fill you in. Briefly. Aiden spoke to Cameron the other day. And Aiden basically came in Discord and was like, oh, I don't know, he's very convincing. And I was like, well, what evidence did he show you? Oh, he was like, well, none. I was like, okay. So I think Aiden's main goal here was to try and get some more evidence for whatever Cameron's story was. We're going to see how that goes. I have seen a little bit of it. So I do know a little bit of how it goes. But I wasn't there from the start. So, let's see. Can Cameronf305? He had a great call with Aiden offline. Very friendly call offline where Aiden was very convinced. Does he feel the same when he's being questioned on a live stream? The content cop, the new content chop. Cameronf305, Cameronf305. Can you dispel the allegations? Let's see.
I'm having... Is my nose bleeding? No, it's not. Never mind. Never mind. I thought my nose was bleeding. Best response, and he said, she says, no response. And
Aiden moment.
Picking her up. So.
By the way, this is a very common behavior of her.
Well, yeah. Just,
so
what's up?
So what's this is the girl in the screenshot on screen here. So this is the alleged victim. I wish Cameron would link some actual evidence in his doc instead of repeatedly restating the same unproven trust me bro response that Aro-san put out. We still don't have evidence to the contrary. He continuously calls me a liar. Regardless, I've never blackmailed Cameron, but his new girlfriend hates me and won't be with him if he claims he had sex with me. He's backtracking for e-pussy and to clear his name before doing commentary when he should have just ignored it all. Best response in a he said she said is no response. And to clarify that picking her up, he picked me up by my thighs to try and sit my vulva on his face. That was the instance of him picking me up. I should have said he said lifting so he couldn't use the vague wording to his advantage. Also, I don't remember those conversations in the unreleased call, but I'm 75% sure they're spliced. I'm not 100% though. The picking up was not a hug, not under my shoulders, not in the car, not by the wrist. Not by the waist. It was by my thighs with the intention of sliding me on his face. It was an attempt at oral I was not consenting to, so I kicked and hit him. An attempt. Unsuccessful attempt. So this allegation is the weaker one of the two. The whole lifting thing. That's the weaker one of the two. Because the admission is not so clear. But for the other one, it does seem like he knows he was pressuring. And he was trying to get her to kiss him. He was keeping her in the car, trying to spend, quote-unquote, more time with her. And was pressuring a little bit. It seems like he knows that was the case. But this one's a little bit weaker. because obviously this is like pure. He said, she said.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I'm watching. Holy shit. There is not a single truthful statement in that comment. By the way, this is a very common behavior of her.
Well, yeah, just to clarify, the girl does have a history, I've been told, of being dishonest. So do you, just to be clear. Just be fair. Just be fair to everybody. Yep. So do you.
Totally.
And I think that's where I wanted to start us off, because I'm trying to be as charitable as possible here. What have you lied about?
Okay, so there were aspects of my interviews with Diesel where I wasn't honest with him, whether it be out of embarrassment, I couldn't trust him, or, you know, all of that. But
so bear in mind, in one of these Diesel calls, we all remember this, right? Recently, he said he was being blackmailed to what? It was like, what was he saying about the blackmail? He said he was being blackmailed to admit that he had sex with this girl when he really didn't. Right? That was the claim.
And, of course, you know, the blackmail. But,
so here he says he lied about the blackmail.
The main things I wasn't honest with him about is certain aspects of the relationship, or I guess the situationship, fling, and this girl's past behavior. Because the past behavior part was mainly because of the blackmail and the certain aspects. I also wasn't honest with him.
Listen to how nervous he gets when he starts talking about the blackmail. It's so clear. He is not confident delivering this story because it's fucking bullshit.
About my relationship with Alex towards the end, because I was trying to make it seem buddy-buddy so that he wouldn't go and tell Alex that I was getting information on him and sending it to the police.
Okay. I'm less concerned because I'm less concerned about the Andre Dev stuff because I'm not super knowledgeable on that one, and that seems like kind of dwarfed in comparison to what is being alleged like here. Just to clarify, because there's been mixed answers, the two of you did have sex, right?
Yes, we had a hookup.
Okay. Will you state, no vague wording, so the two of you had sex, yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good, because I don't want this to be twisted.
Dude. DC terrorist stalked embassy workers before attack. Sorry, it's totally side tangent. Ambassador says. Israeli ambassador Yikol Lita, I don't know, says Washington attack on diplomats was deliberate and pre-planned, linking suspect Elias Rodriguez Gaza motive to broader diplomatic tensions. Whoa, wait, what? Wait, it wasn't a totally random hate crime? Wait, no way.
Later, not say I just gotta cover all loose ends here. Okay. And I'm assuming the reason you were kind of untruthful about that to begin with,
embarrassment,
yeah. Did you think people would think you were like some sort of pedophile if you admitted you had sex with a 16-year-old at the age of 19?
No, and no reasonable, rational, honest person would.
They wouldn't, and they shouldn't. But did you think they would?
Well, there was a point where Diesel was framing it that way and was kind of like trying, I guess, grill me into like submission or whatever the fuck, which it worked the opposite. It made me want to be less honest with him. Like he was trying to make me feel guilty, and like kept like he made like a claim which I found out isn't true, that it could have been a felony, which it isn't. In the state of Pennsylvania, age of consent is 16, and there's this federal law called Romeo and Juliet.
That's not federal. Oh, dude, this is just not true. Now he's just either wrong or lying here. Romeo and Juliet does not apply federally. You traveled from one state to another with the intention of having sex with a minor. On all technicality, that is a felony. Now, it would never be prosecuted because those laws aren't really used to prosecute fucking 19-year-olds who fuck 16-year-olds that they're talking to online and then go meet up with. It's not what the fucking laws are for. But, by the letter, that it is a felony. So, you're wrong.
So, absolutely not. And no, no detective would ever pick that up because it's retarded. Can I say that here?
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't care. It's gonna say that here. Yeah, it's gonna sound bad out of context.
Can I say retarded here?
I don't really care about like the legality of anything. So in regards to her claims here. What
No,
is
I
like
haven't
your
seen that,
version of
Spud.
events of when she was saying
Sounds
no,
awful.
when she was claiming she was saying no to something? What do you think that was about?
Say again.
So
First of all, can I say like something clear just for like the audience, I guess?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I want to be honest, and I want
It's like
to.
this, dude. Like, and immediately you can hear the lie starting. You hear the lie starting. I want to be honest. You hear it in his voice.
Say again.
So
First of all, can I say like something clear just for like the audience, I guess?
yeah.
I want to be honest, and I
Like, that's the most dishonest I want to be honest I've ever heard.
want to apologize first and foremost. I understand that me being dishonest with Diesel can affect my credibility and will, and I own that. And I'm not saying I was mature, and I
Wow.
apologize for it. And I wish I was more honest, and I understand
Surely,
The,
surely he's going to be totally honest in this call then, right?
the way I, twisted the blackmail into being more than it was. The blackmail itself was real, and what it was about was real. But I can understand how that was seen as emotional manipulation, and I highly regret it.
Well,
and I
what
wish
was
I didn't-
wait? The blackmail was real now. So to what extent was the blackmail real? She has compromising information about you. You told her you were molested. Okay. So you told her you were molested. Did she use that? Show us her using that. Show us you being blackmailed. Show us you being coerced. What were you coerced into saying?
do it, and I fully own that. And I hope in the future to show that I'm not that immature anymore.
By the way, Content Cop literally on a live stream crying right now. Content Cop, we're getting on live streams and breaking down in fucking tears.
I can grow from that, and that I can be a credible content creator and make good content in the future.
Mhm.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just gonna warn you in advance. My chat are a bunch of rabid animals, so I probably wouldn't,
No, I know.
I probably wouldn't be reading them. But
I'm not, it's closed for me, but I just wanted to say that just for viewers. I know how live stream chat is. I stream a lot myself. It's the very it's you know how it is.
okay. So I just wanted to also ask the blackmail specifically. What did what was she blackmailing you into doing?
Basically covering for her whatever was convenient for her.
Like what specifically? What did she have you do?
Mainly her past. She wanted me to ask Diesel, and he even showed this in his video, not to cover her or anything to do with us. And there was a part of me that like felt bad for her.
Wait, so he's saying okay, so his claim now is okay, so the specific thing he's claiming to have been blackmailed into right here is asking Diesel to not cover him or her. No one fucking believes you. Show me evidence of that. Really? Really? She had to blackmail you to get you to ask Diesel to not cover the story about you at 19 fucking a 16-year-old who later accused you of sexual assault. You had to be blackmailed into asking Diesel not to cover that. No one fucking believes you. You're a total fucking liar. Show evidence. Show source.
And I, could relate and felt bad. And I was also trying to be nice there, but she was also holding something over my head.
It's like child tier lies. It's not even good lies. It's like the most embarrassing accountability dodging.
At the same time. So it was like a weird mix of, this like disdain and also kind of feeling bad.
Mm-hmm. So was any of the blackmail related to her getting you to confess to anything relating to your like sexual interactions, or was it just purely her trying to get you to cover for her past actions unrelated?
Cover for her.
Just to cover her. So none of the blackmail
and there were some aspects of like, certain details she wanted me to change and shit, like really weird nitpicky
Be very
shit
clear.
that
Be very clear.
about her,
Be very clear about the details here, Cameron.
about her past drama.
That and like the little fling we had, she like there was weird nitpicky things that she had. I would have to I don't know if I recorded it or if I still have it.
Why don't you record just okay. I only care about how she blackmailed you in relation to the two of you meeting up and having sex or whatever.
Right.
What did she specifically blackmail you in relation to like saying there?
Yeah, she was upset that I had, stated that she was very flirtatious with me at first, and like that. I feel like in hindsight, she kind of didn't want me to, like, I guess, expose her little game.
So she was blackmailing you to not say she was flirty with you.
Like, just details of how she was, like, kind of, trying to, flirt with me and, get to know me better, and how, like, we got close. Like, there's a lot of those details she did not want me to state, and after I'd already stated them, she was upset with me and she wanted me to retract them.
Okay, so was
source evidence?
Okay, so was all the blackmail just to get you to not say things, or were you blackmailed into saying anything?
I was blackmailed into changing, like, how the relationship worked.
In regards to retractions.
But no, he wasn't blackmailed. He's not saying here that he was blackmailed into admitting to any physical acts or anything along those lines. I think we're all very clear on that, right? That's not being claimed here.
Retractions, and then, like, I guess making up new details to fill in those blanks.
Okay, what new details did she have you make up?
Just it was to do with how we met up, and to do with
specifically.
I don't remember the specifics. So it's been a long time. I could probably find this the group chat and point them out. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
You said you were unprepared, and so am I.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's just been a while.
Yeah, no problem.
Look at here.
While we're waiting, thank you, Mira, for the $10. AG4L, much appreciated. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, AIDS gang.
True. So true.
Right. So there was stuff like, she was saying that she wanted to stir the pot, which I actually do believe that. Hold on,
so much evidence. There's these mountains of evidence, guys. Very curious that Cameron has this wealth of evidence, this huge trove of evidence he's sitting on. Yet none of it ever directly relates to the claim that he's trying to contest. None of it ever directly contradicts the claim that he's using it to disprove.
If it happened did it happen in a call, or?
So there's this.
All right.
This is when she was upset about me and claimed I lied about her, which I never did to Diesel, at first at least. When he reported the correct information, she tried to use this. This is ridiculous, and said it herself, says Diesel in response. Basically, her running this past Discord server, she wanted me to change the aspect of.
WTF is this? Why wasn't I ever DM'd? Why the fuck did he ever talk to me? Cameron, why did you lie about? What did you lie about? What the fuck did you say about me? Absolutely not. This is so fucked. I'm going to place. Absolutely not. Good luck with this. Admitting to what you did to me. This isn't okay. You're done. Why the fuck would...
She,
okay. Wow. Yeah.
Tried to change.
So she's not blackmailing you here. She's upset with the fact that she feels like you're lying about the interaction. So this doesn't show what you seem to imply it was going to show. Immediate. Wow.
She wanted me to add details with her past, living situation with her mother, which I still don't know if it's true or not.
Wait. Okay.
So, like,
here though, it sounds like the thing that she's using to blackmail you
is you admitting to sexually assaulting her.
This isn't the blackmail screenshot. This is just an example of, like, right after the video
this
drop.
Is just a different screen. This is just different evidence, guys.
I have recorded calls of you admitting to what you did to me. This isn't okay. Okay, how did you reply to that message, by the way?
I said, what do you mean what I did to you? I don't know. I don't have her account's deleted, but this is, like, her being her trying to, like, force me into, like, changing the story and shit.
Wait, so where are you looking at this right now?
This is a group chat between me, Diesel, her, and head editor.
Yes,
or head detective or whatever.
So in the group chat, how did you reply to this specific message?
Okay, let me scroll. Yeah, I said Diesel I recorded calls with him.
Can you send me a screenshot of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just screenshot some of this group chat? Why don't you just export this group chat, actually?
while this group chat was happening,
Dude, like, now it's going into... He asked for the evidence, and now it's launching into a brand new explanation for some other shit. It's so fucking crazy. It's the most blatant dishonesty you've ever seen. Oh my god, this guy sucks so bad, dude. It's actually so annoying. Holy fuck.
she had me in a call and was basically saying, don't refute this, don't say this, don't do this, don't do this, in the background. And
Dude,
was essentially trying...
So she had him. So he's saying here he's not refuting specific things in these text logs. Go. I understand these messages make me look guilty as fuck, but what you have to understand is there was actually a secret call that I can't prove happening at the same time as these Discord messages, where she was telling me that I couldn't protest my own innocence. I couldn't claim that I didn't do anything. Now I can't prove any of that obviously because that's the one call I didn't record. That's the one call I didn't record, and I don't have any evidence of the call happening at that time. But you just gotta trust me. You just gotta trust me.
To, you know, hold shit over my head. Of, you know, that little blackmail situation. So, a lot of what I say in here isn't really much. There's not much I really did say in this group chat.
Okay. Okay, so I believe you that you can't get the DMs because this is like a screenshot of another DM conversation within the group chat. So I believe that's where you found it. But okay, all right. I guess so. What recordings is she referring to in particular?
Wait, there's no way Aiden just privated this, is there? It's a rat. No. 26. 47. What the fuck happened? Is this... I feel like we skipped a bit here because there was a copyright edit or whatever.
I know you didn't like being picked up. Each other.
Okay. Okay, so I believe you that you can't get the DMs because this is like a screenshot of another DM conversation within the group chat. So I believe that's where you found it. But okay, all right. I guess so. What recordings is she referring to in particular?
I think that is where she is trying to hold the hugging call against me. I believe. I assume.
So when you say hugging,
you know, I was pissed. I'm not sure why Cam said honey pop stuff. I think he was still besties with Alex at the time. Yep, Diesel News. I recorded my cousin. Okie dokie. Okay.
That's where I actually wanted to go to. Can you explain that situation, the hugging situation? Take us through
Totally.
Thank you for the $5 and the very glazing message. Thank you, Daniel Van Winden.
This isn't just a he said, she said. It's a she said as well. You know, she also confirmed this. It's in my document. There's a recording of it.
What did she admit? What did she? I listened to a recording where she said you didn't sexually assault her, but did she ever go through the specifics? Yeah,
I got you right here.
Yeah, so let's hear the specifics.
I believe you've watched this on stream.
If he's watched it on stream and he's not already completely convinced, then you probably need some more evidence, Cameron.
I'm just gonna listen to this real quick. 23 seconds.
I didn't know you didn't like being picked up. I put you down. It's not sexual.
I had like a Spurg freak out, and they're acting like I had a rational response.
And that had nothing to do with sex, and I did something that made you uncomfortable. That's accurate, and it's okay.
Oh, found it.
So do you have did you release the uncut call here, by the way?
Yeah, in a longer video there was
So he's saying did you release the uncut call? Yeah.
More in-depth call. There is no splicing here, okay? You can any audio people listening, go ahead and take a look.
It is cut up. Well,
besides like the two calls.
Yeah, it's like you called her and this was
what context? What context would you like?
Okay, well, so
no, it's not just we don't just want you to say the context, dude. He's such a snake fuck rat piece of shit. What context would you like? No, we want the context. The rest of the call. Not context from you, dipshit.
I'm thinking of, right, just to throw it out there, you could have followed this up the whole time, her describing, I'm not saying you did this, but this call could have been her describing everything exactly how she's described it in the comment, but then you kind of saying, oh, well, that doesn't relate to sex, well, that doesn't relate to sex, getting her to doubt her own story, and then followed up with that. So I'm saying, like, I would need to see what preceded that statement that then led her to make it, because it's just like a statement that kind of stands alone.
Right, from what I remember from that call.
I don't want remember. We don't want remember.
And see if I can find it. She was. We were talking about being upset with people claiming that I raped her or assaulted her or something like that, and we were like upset because she was very back and forth, very BPD, very flip floppy.
Guys, she's BPD and crazy, and she's a liar. Guys, she's a BPD crazy liar. I know this is very convenient for me that while I am a liar, the person I allegedly raped is also a crazy BPD liar. But guys, honestly, you can just dismiss everything she said. She's a crazy BPD liar.
He was like, "Oh, sometimes she felt bad for falsely claiming I did some horrible shit to her."
So show us that. So show us that. Show us her saying, I feel really bad for falsely claiming you sexually assaulted me. I can't believe I ran that whole campaign of smearing you with completely false allegations when none of that ever happened. Show us the part where she said that. You've got that right, Cameron?
Sometimes she was like fucking goblin mode and trying to like ruin my life. So in this instance, she was feeling bad and she's like, you didn't assault me, whatever, da da da. And then we were talking about the situation, and I was like, I fucking picked you up. It's not sexual. So and I put you down.
But explain the picking up. Explain the picking up. Where were you? Just like tell a story here.
So we were in a parking lot, and you know we were coming out of a store. I picked her up because like I hugged her and I picked her up while hugging her, and she kind of like stopped, like, you know, she was kind of like nonverbal. She wasn't really. She started like, I guess, like moving around. And
wait, cut you off. When you say in a parking lot, were you standing in a parking lot or were you inside of a car?
Yeah, I was standing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how
couldn't. Wait, yeah, no, wait.
Yeah.
No, I guess. Oh, I'm trying to think of.
I mean, I guess you could, but like she would have.
Okay.
Like,
sorry, just wanted to clarify. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. So I kind of felt her like moving around, and I could at that point I kind of realized that she was uncomfortable. And she was like, stop. So I put her down. And I was like, are you okay? What's wrong? And she's like, explained to me that she had past trauma with being picked up. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. And she said, it's okay, Cam. You didn't know. Verbatim, her words, never forget it. And the reason I was in that call, that leaked call where I was like, we've been over this, that can be argued, is because every time she would try to convince me I'm a bad person, she would try to bring this up. And I was like, this wasn't because I had, you know, brought up some past trauma, according to her. And I felt bad. Of course I felt bad about that. I didn't know that. You know, I was just like, anyone who's been like.
This is like, so this makes no sense to me. So you just picked her up. So this is Cameron's story. Okay, let's envision this. Coming out of the store at the mall or whatever, walking through the parking lot, getting back to the car, picks her up. What? Hugs her. Like what is even happening here? So I can imagine maybe like you come out of a store, you maybe hug a girl and then like lift her up for a moment and then put her back down. I can imagine that. Now the way he's describing it is she is, for an extended moment at least, being lifted up enough to where there's time for her to like go non-verbal, or however he's describing it now, and for him to then be like, oh, I think she might be uncomfortable, and put her down. And not just that, but she says stop, and then he puts her down. So this is like an extended length like lift. which is already just like a strange interaction to have in any situation. But that's just kind of like a strange story. Like you lifted this girl for like a minute or two for what purpose? Were you carrying her around, or like what? Were you standing still? Like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's a very strange interaction to start off with. Now, the way she remembers it, the way she recalls it to Cameron, this story that we've just heard, is that it wasn't just that. And again, we didn't get the details. It's just a lift in the clip. But when she talks about a lift in that clip, she talks about hitting him to make him stop. And he doesn't say, no, that never happened. I just put you down out front of the store. He says, oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. So this is a very strange story where the way they act around this lift does not make sense, including him, not just her. The way they both act regarding this lift doesn't make any sense, assuming his story is true. The way she acts makes more sense. Or her recounting makes more sense with the way they both act, rather. Now, does that mean one's true and the other's not? No, of course not. But the story I'm being given here has, like, obvious, like, I wouldn't say holes, but, like, warning signs. Like, this isn't adding up.
Flirtatious with someone or in a fling, like, knows, like, that's, like, regular thing. You hug each other, you pick each other up, sometimes you smack each other's asses, okay?
Yeah, but like, pick her up for, like, how long? Like, what, this story, the recounting of this that you're giving doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
This is, like, this isn't out of this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. But what she's claiming, though, is, and that's what I'm trying to ascertain, I guess, what happened here. But I guess my question here is, this statement is going to be kind of, like, useless to me unless we have the full call. So, are you, like, have you released the full call anywhere?
I'm sure there's more of it out there that I did at one point release. I would have
well, not
to...
more, I don't want, like, little bits and pieces. Like, can you just release, like, the full call?
I mean, I can, yeah.
He can. Okay. Oh,
I mean, I won't do that right this second, but I mean,
great news! Great news! He can relate, guys.
But
we're gonna get the full call.
The point
though, right?
is, multiple times, and that's what I'm really trying to drive home here.
Wait, what do you mean?
So
what do you mean not the second? By the way, I just want to clarify. Like, can you not find it or something?
I mean, I don't know if you want me to do it right this second, or if like, because I mean, you wanted me to explain something, so I was.
How long is the call?
I don't know.
Do you have it?
I'm like, can look.
I can look.
We're weaving here. We were on something else, but yeah.
Well, I just like,
dude, like, and listen when he starts getting pressed for a piece of evidence. Oh god, he's such a fucking disgusting rat, dude. This kid is actually. It doesn't even matter. He is so much worse than a rapist. Truly, literally, it does not matter if you rape this guy. He is something so much worse.
I want to like move on. Like, do you have the call or not? I just wanted to.
Let me check.
Yeah, no problem.
I know you didn't like being picked up. I'm pretty sure I do. But something to note, and this isn't bullshit.
You just have a pattern of because you did this with Diesel. Just to be clear, you did this with Diesel.
I know.
Where you're like, I'm gonna go back. I have these recordings. I have to go back and look for them. And
I've got this comically large filing cabinet. Let me just click open this drawer on this comically large filing cabinet. Click filing cabinet drawer extends 100 miles in front of me, like the scene in Bruce Almighty.
What is this? How do you know my father, and how do you get my pager number?
Oh, I know quite a lot about you, Bruce. Just about everything there is to know. Everything you've ever said.
This is the Cameron statue.
Opens mouth wide, proceeding to reach into his gullet to begin searching his big, oily, evidence-shaped belly.
Hey, thank you, Rao. This is Cameron's rape evidence folder. Cameron's statutory rape acceleration. Cameron, when he checks for statutory rape exoneration evidence.
Recordings never came.
Found him.
You got the
found
call.
it. Yeah, I just gotta find the specific.
I don't want the specifics. I just want the full fucking call, so nothing's like out of context.
Well, I also don't want to make sure I'm not leaking like anyone's personal information.
Got it.
And a lot of this has to do with like a subreddit fucking drama.
Right. Good thing no one was asking about the fucking subreddit drama, isn't it then? Nicholas Duria stands in the corner with a big evidence-shaped belly.
What do you want me to say?
Nope.
I'm muted right now. It's just a little bit awkward. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Give me 2 seconds. There's
Yeah,
a bunch of them. Okay.
A bunch of calls. There's more than one now.
Well, there's a multitude of them. Some of them don't even have anything in them. There's just talks that I called just to stay safe afterwards. After she made these fucking allegations, because
Well, I'm just looking for call 1 where this statement was made.
Yeah, I'm looking for that specifically.
Yeah, no problem. So I guess while you're looking for this,
Yeah,
I guess while you're looking for this, how did you pick her up? Like,
it was about our waist. Like we were hugging.
you were hugging. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you hug someone, you kind of like pick them up. You know what I mean? Just like that.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, Aiden. So dumb.
So
I'm hiding Aiden's face.
what
I'm
are you
hiding
doing
his
right
epic
now?
reactions.
I'm listening. I'm trying to find the right call. Well, half of these are literally just like being goofy and just like friends type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want call 1. That's I don't care. How many calls?
They're not labeled like that, unfortunately.
Wait, the two of you just being goofy. How many were you just like recording calls with her as like routine?
Yeah, after she made a like crazy allegation. Yeah.
Wait, so how many times did you guys call just like mess around with each other after she like essentially accused you of sexual assault?
Okay, and I understand that like first of all, I want to make it very clear. I highly regret continuing to like I guess be cordial with this individual after she said those things. However, there was a few like schools of thought. First of all, like
Schools of thought.
we had, I guess,
Total
bonded
D-word.
over like the shit that was going on at that time.
With Yonder
And-
Gov.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and like there was no one else that really got that the way
but
I did
would
and the way that she did, and that was all going on. And when she apologized to me, she like called me crying, saying I'm sorry.
wouldn't any like kind of like bond between the two of you like be totally like overshadowed by the fact she like essentially accused you of like borderline attempted rape?
You gotta understand that also at this time, like when I cut off the relationship is when she started sending it to people. When the allegation first like
Convenient.
was like bubbling around, it was like on Reddit. It wasn't like big, and she was denying it publicly. She kept going back on it.
Well, that's
And this was
but
during that era.
Just to clarify, like I know she's gone back on certain things, but just to clarify, like her going back on certain things is not like the be all end all for me, because that's actually normal. Like if these things actually do happen, it's really not like
You also have to understand she has a massive history that I learned
of
about.
lying. I know, but so do you,
lying.
but you do as well. That's like the problem I have.
Not the history that she has.
Dude,
I know-
actually,
nowhere
no, I'm
near.
I'm
But you have
better.
a history of
Actually,
being
no, I'm
dishonest
better.
in relation to this, right?
Fucking
The
idiot.
Diesel, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like for me right now.
She's dishonest, point blank. Like she's just a pathological liar. That is who she is, through and
Uh-huh.
through. Like you don't even have to like you can honestly ask Diesel. He will confirm it for you as well. She is a pathological liar through and through.
I guess, but right now I have two people who both have a history of lying here, so I'm trying to look for if somebody lied a little more than the other, like that's not really gonna like change a whole lot for me. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
Yeah, exactly right, man. Well, fuck me. If FBS Diesel says it, well, okay. Well, say less.
I'm just trying to make it extremely clear here.
Wait,
that
wait.
there's
no, wait. Some 85 IQ dipshit video essayist commentary YouTuber said you're innocent. Whoa, dude, open with that next time. Open with that.
levels, and there is no like comparison. I almost want to say like between me and her.
I mean, sure, the quantity of lies might be just greater with her, but
No, that's just like she is a pathological liar.
yes, but in regards to like the trustworthiness in relation to this situation in particular,
Fair enough.
You've lied repeatedly
Fair
in
enough.
relation to this situation because you're personally tied to it, right? So it's kind of in regards to this situation, it's even for me right now. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, I guess yeah. What's the progress on the call?
Huh?
On the call, have you found it yet?
Well, I mean, I can't. I'm a multi. I like when you ask me a question, I'm
Yeah.
pausing.
Oh yeah. No problem. No problem.
So
I'm trying to draw a beach right now, guys, and it's not going well.
let me see if I have the Adobe Premiere profile from all that time ago.
But if you have the Premiere file, what you can then do is I think you could go.
Yeah, find the original file.
Yeah. So go to linked media and then yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes, I still fucking have it. Let's go. I'm actually glad you said this now. Oh, they're so. Oh, actually, that's not that
I
bad.
just FK to grab a coffee. I didn't say anything. So.
Oh, this is gonna.
So we talk about why you asked Diesel to delete it. You asked Diesel to get rid of the Yandere portions of his video, right? In regards to your involvement with Yandere. Dev?
Okay. No. So then forgive me if I'm like still back and forth here.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So I
Oh,
out of
there's
embarrassment, and I
something
regret doing
important.
this. I
Some
suggested
important information coming in here. Apparently. Okay, wait. Did I miss this as I went away, or are we gonna see this?
I could find the blackmail if he would delete certain aspects of his videos if he would like to. I wasn't trying to necessarily like pressure him or anything like that.
I know.
I want to make that.
I know you weren't, but it was the things that you wanted him to delete were in relation to your involvement with Alex or Yandere Dev, correct?
No, it was my relationship with, or I guess situationship with Jelly.
Got it.
Situationship.
Trying to.
He denied that any sexual encounter occurred and said he was
Oh, true. We haven't played Run Right Back to Me this whole segment. We should have introed with it, really.
blackmailed into saying it was. Yeah, you've admitted now that that wasn't true, right?
Yeah, that wasn't true. I was blackmailed, but wasn't to.
But
say that.
but the blackmail doesn't sound like you're blackmailed. The only things like it's the blackmail as you've described it sounds like you were blackmailed to refute certain things, not like make up new things.
Basically, I mean, it would refute things and make up new things to refute those things for.
Yeah, it was about saying
yeah.
certain things didn't happen, as opposed to saying
Yes.
you did something that you didn't do, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
You could not have been blackmailed into admitting you had sex with her. You could not have been blackmailed into admitting to a rape.
And I guess, what parking lot were you guys in? Why were you just like in a parking lot?
I think it was a Marshall's. She wanted to get some. She was like in a crafts and shit.
So you took her to go to an arts and crafts shop, and then you guys hugged in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Were you like saying goodbye?
No, she was just kind of thanking me for like taking her.
And then you hugged her, and then
Mm-hmm.
she started saying no and hitting you as you were hugging her?
I was genuine when I said it. I don't fucking remember her hitting me. She was just kind of like doing this like fucking autistic like squirm or whatever.
But she was trying to get
and
away.
I could feel that she was uncomfortable, and immediately I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I
Got
like,
it.
put her
But
down.
but she said, even you were still holding her or hugging her or whatever it was after she was saying no, and you didn't refute that in the call.
You also have to understand the way that call is framed entirely is extremely manipulative. So first of all, she conflates two different subjects while in conversation with me.
No, they're pretty
Was
clear.
the call cut at all? It didn't sound cut or anything.
I don't believe it was. What I'm saying is what she was doing is she started with one topic, then moved on to another topic, then moved on to another topic to make it sound like they were all intertwined.
But she wasn't like explaining when
we can tell they're two different incidents.
Move on. She wasn't explain like how did you know what
Of course she wasn't.
Yeah, so how did you know what she was moving on to?
Because these are all things that we had gone over in the past. She was like I said earlier, when she was trying to make me like feel like a piece of shit, I guess, for you know, I guess reigniting some past trauma that I didn't even know about. She would you know, bring that up, and this felt like I assumed this was another one of those examples. So she brought up, oh, you've done something wrong, and this is that thing you've done wrong, you lifting me up. So I was like, yeah, I we've been over this, I apologize. I was basically just trying to like move on.
It wasn't just that. No, he's such a liar, man.
We've been over this. Like, I'm trying to de-escalate. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
In that moment, throughout all that call, I'm trying to de-escalate because this is someone who's like, obviously, kind of fucking like, I guess, scary to me because of what I now know that they're capable of.
Dude, the problem is, like, I understand, like, de-escalation.
I'm not saying.
She doesn't sound worked up. She doesn't even sound like that worked up in the call. She sounds like she's like.
She's performing. Dude.
I know. But
you have to understand, this is an extremely manipulative person.
Like, what were you de-escalating? It didn't sound like her performance, even if she was performing, it didn't sound escalated. There didn't seem like there's anything there to de-escalate.
Every time she's brought this up after it was already like a settled situation, that's kind of like, okay, and like, come on, we've already been over this. Like, I feel bad about it. I'm sorry. Like,
you feel bad about what?
Like, what else do you want me to say? Is kind of like what I'm thinking.
So you felt bad.
I didn't do that. If it's something you didn't do, maybe
about hugging her, and her reaction to that. By
yeah,
what was the other situation that she was conflating with this?
The kissing situation. So she tried to, and the way she had framed it in this call, and I even remember like thinking at the time, like, that's weird. But she'd like tried to change the aspect of the situation where what actually happened was she had a curfew in like 30 minutes. And we were like 5-10 minutes away from her home, and I just wanted to spend more time because we were having a good day. And, you know, that we were like hugging, we were hanging out, whatever. I asked for a kiss. She gave me the kiss, and apparently later on, she had told me that she was scared. She wanted to go home. She was afraid of missing curfew, and that was like a whole thing. And I just wanted to spend more time with her. And I was being a little pushy, I'll admit, not to get a kiss, but to spend more time with her. Very, very important.
Wait, well, because in the call, she says you were pushing her to kiss. Like, she outright says it, so it couldn't be conflated with something.
Yeah, she says, you were pressuring me to kiss you for like 5 minutes. That's what she said.
Else.
Because
she already says you were trying to kiss her, and you don't deny that.
Because as she had described to me, she had said that she felt that kiss was a ticket to get home. So she felt like she was forced to kiss me. That's how she described it to me. First of all,
yeah, but for you to cop to that, you must think there's some validity to that. You would not just cop to that. If you thought that was total bullshit, you would not just admit to it.
Up that men like this are victimized by 16-year-old Mackie females. What man can withstand the machinations of a teenage girl?
Okay, thank you for the $5.
What she says exactly in the call was that you were trying to kiss her for 5 minutes.
Well, that's just not true. That just didn't happen.
Well, you didn't deny it when she said it.
I'm not.
It's not just deny it when he took responsibility for it. He said, yeah, I feel bad about that.
First of all, I had said it. Haven't we already talked about this?
Yeah, no,
I'm trying to say this is fucking.
You already talked about it, but if she's coming up with like new things that are blatantly untrue, I wouldn't just concede to that to just go and like move on. That doesn't sound like.
Well, first of all, I didn't know I was being recorded. I didn't know this was going to be something I would be talking about years later. You know what I mean? I'm trying to move away from this situation. Like, I'm trying to be like, okay, I understand. Let's get back to what the fuck we were trying to talk about.
Okay, but you don't. That's not something you just like. If a girl's saying you were trying to kiss me for 5 minutes, I was saying that's something. It's like, okay, I'll just agree to get us to move forward. That's not something you agreed to. You wouldn't.
I understand that. I don't say there was a good idea, but like, it was under what she had described to me as she felt forced to kiss me because of this curfew thing that she was worried about. So that's how she described. I felt bad. I apologized. I was like, "Look, that's not what I was trying to do. I understand it's been pushy. I won't do that again."
Was she free to leave the car?
Yes.
Did she try to leave the car?
No.
So what were you trying to do? You said you agreed you were trying. So
I just wanted to spend more time with her. I was trying to like convince her to like, hey, let's stay for a few more minutes.
So you were just asking her?
Yeah.
And she was saying what was she saying in response to that?
At first she was like, no, I'm really worried. I want to get home. I was like, dude, we'll be fine. Like, I was trying to be persuasive. I wanted to spend more time with her. She said I was being pushy, felt bad about it, said I'm sorry. And that was that. And then she kept bringing it up later on, and I'm like, we've been over this. Like, I'm sorry that it felt like you were forced to kiss me. I wasn't trying to make it.
Yeah, it's all, dude. Even if it's like, okay, let's take Karen's story as totally true. Here's why you don't hook up with groomed teenagers as a 19-year-old, a 16-year-old groomees as a 19-year-old. There is a significant maturity gap. And if someone is already very traumatized, they're not going to assert their boundaries. And oftentimes they may even assert their boundaries after the fact and leave you feeling very fucking annoyed. Have we considered this? Have we considered just not fucking 16-year-olds?
It seemed that way. That's kind of what she felt in her head, I guess. So I apologized for it.
Well, what happened? What happened first? The kiss, and then you were trying to spend more time with her? Or then
spend more time than the kiss.
Okay, because at the start it sounded like you kissed her and then you wanted to spend more time.
No.
So the 5 minutes of you trying to convince her, the kiss happened after that.
Yeah, and then we went home. And then after we went home, I texted her, said, "Hey, you look."
No, the age gap shit isn't important. But I'm saying if you take the story as it is, it's like the obvious outcome here. Like, yes, 16-year-olds are bad at asserting their boundaries, especially if they're already traumatized. Yes, if you start being pushy to make her stay in the car with you, then start asking for something, she might take that as, I'm being held here for this. Probably why you shouldn't do this sort of thing. Probably don't hook up with your boss's grooming victim, who's 16.
In the car. She came back and kissed me on her own again, so yeah, fucking real forced of her.
Okay, well, okay. So, but I guess what I'm trying to ask her okay, so when she was telling you she wanted to go home, you didn't didn't like take her home immediately? Like how long?
Not immediately. It was 5 minutes is probably right. Yeah, 5 minutes is probably right. But I just wanted to spend more. And then when she kissed you have to understand like this is like a big period of time, and it was like 5 minutes to get home. Like we had plenty of time. She got home 20 minutes early.
Okay, so only after she kissed you did you start taking her home?
I mean, not immediately, but yeah, and like, I was like, okay, I'll take you home, whatever.
But in the 5 minutes of you trying to convince her to stay longer, you didn't mention anything about kissing her.
No. Other than, hey, can I get a kiss?
So you did mention something about
just one time.
One time in the 5 minutes while she was trying to.
Yes.
So okay, let me get this straight. So she was trying to say she wanted to go home. You were trying to convince her to spend more time with you, and then mention in between that, telling her to give you a kiss. And then after she gave you the kiss, you took her home.
It wasn't even a tell. It was an ask. I asked, hey, can I get a kiss? And she did it without question, without thinking about it, without pushback, nothing. It was a patent consensual fucking kiss. Okay? I didn't even lean in for one, like she alleged.
But didn't that... Okay, but the kiss happened...
Okay, yes, the kiss happened. I regret just going along with it, and I call in hindsight, I didn't realize that she was manipulatively twisting and describing the situation in a certain way to make me look like shit. You know, I was just assuming we were talking about something else entirely, and what we were talking about beforehand.
Yeah, for real. If she's asking to go home and you're like, no, no, and refusing to drive, like, that's already so fucking weird, dude. Like, yeah, she's gonna feel nervous as fuck. Some 16-year-old just met up with a 19-year-old off the internet. She wants to go home and he's not taking it. Like, dude.
Was this whole question of people trying to essentially swat me because it had leaked that this, fling had occurred. And people were like, had feigned a concern for, police getting involved with her and with me. And I said, well, for me, I didn't do anything wrong.
Did she have a driver's license, by the way?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Were you the only way she could get home, right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, she could have. It was like a 5-minute drive, so it couldn't have been that far of a walk if she really felt that scared.
Yeah,
was this at night?
I guess.
It was dark out. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for a girl walking alone in the dark at night, like a 5-minute
drive in a small suburban town. Yeah, she's fine. Okay.
No, realistically, she could be fine, but from a young, like walking in the dark would just be like scary for a teenage girl or whatever.
Dude.
Right. I guess, but I'm just trying to be like realistic here.
Right.
Like I'm not going to.
So you're not trying to downplay
submit to any,
of course not.
retarded shit. I'm not saying what you were saying is retarded. I'm just saying like I'm not going to play into some fucking bullshit narrative because this girl, in regards to me, is no fucking victim. She's a piece of shit. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. She's cunning. And by the way, that shit about my
outwitted by the 16-year-old girl
lives 10 minutes away from me. I met her on campus, okay? And we've been together for 2 months, and we're very happy. And she is aware of the situation, obviously.
How does she know you have a girlfriend right now?
Probably because I tweeted about it. I haven't spoken to this person in a long time.
Okay. God, man. I mean, I'm just trying to like put myself in like her shoes here for a minute, and it's like, and your shoes, and it's like, were you?
I get it.
Were you her first like boyfriend that she ever met up with?
No.
Okay, but like, it's at night. She's in the car. She wants to go home, and she tries to convince you for 5 minutes.
No, it wasn't like that. It was like a 2-minute little conversation, and like she stopped.
It
was
just 2 minutes.
She seemed to be fine with hanging out at that point. It didn't feel like if obviously.
But he just acknowledged that he was being pushy. You need to pick a lane here, dude. You need to pick a lane.
If in the moment, if I felt like she actually like this is like a life or death thing, like she needs to go home ASAP, I would have fucking done it, no question.
But what? But in the midst of that conversation, while she's trying to get you to go, you throw in the idea of her kissing you, right?
I do. Oh, I thought you were talking about the call.
You.
The converse like in the car. Yeah, that was me. I was like, hey, can I get a kiss? Because like things were cordial. Things were fine.
So the statement. So would the statement that for 5 minutes you tried to kiss her, would that be inaccurate?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Got it. I guess I'm also trying to look at this from your perspective, and dude, I just don't understand. Like, if things happen the way you said they did, I don't understand why you would ever like not give pushback in the call while she's talking to you about it.
Now,
and if anything, when you say you don't know you're being recorded, I feel like that adds like even more like credence to the idea, right? Like, because
I completely disagree with that. And the reason I say that is because you have to understand the situation.
Right.
This is a person who, at that point in time, I had realized is, trying to, in some, I guess, instances, ruin my life. At that point, I'm trying to appease her, keep her calm, and like not, I guess, poke the bear in any sense, and slowly distance myself. Like I'm very uncomfortable with this person at this point. I'm not trying to like get like.
Why are you giving into her demands though, and like giving into her narrative?
Well, let's go back to point one. No blackmail.
But you said she didn't
I have this
blackmail you.
massive foot over my head.
But-
Dude. And now he acknowledged it. He was fine with it. He went along with the rape story because blackmail. When earlier the claim was, oh no, I lied to Deez about the blackmail and it wasn't quite what I said it was, and I was never blackmailed into admitting to anything.
But you said she didn't blackmail you into saying anything.
But I didn't know what she was capable of at this point. I'm not saying that she was blackmailing me into, I guess, following a script for this call or whatever. I'm saying that I knew she had this shit that, is really uncomfortable to talk about, frankly. And
guys, you got molested.
I didn't want that getting out. I know what type of person she is. I'm trying to appease her in this moment where she seems upset over things that she has expressed to me multiple times. She, I guess, hates me over because in her mind, I was forcing her to stay, and her only ticket to get home was a kiss. And in her mind, I triggered this horrible trauma from her. You know what I mean?
Did she ever state to you outright? I don't know how comfortable you are with talking about what she blackmailed you with. So I mean, people can assume things, but
no chance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
talking about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it. But what I'm saying is, did she ever say to you, if you don't do something, if you don't do X,
guys, he's never gonna talk about what she was blackmailing him with. So don't even try and guess, okay? Because you'll never be able to.
This information? Did she ever say that?
Yes, yes.
Is there any
yes. And that's what I was referencing with the call that I had. Unfortunately, at the time when this was recorded, this was a few days after I had gotten the recordings of her that I sent to Diesel that she had later found out about. And during this time, she had asked me to share my screen. And so I had to stop the recording. She saw the recording. She asked me to delete everything. And I didn't make a backup because, I wasn't thinking about that at that moment in time. It had just fucking occurred, dude. Like, it had just occurred.
Wait, why?
So convenient.
I don't know why you would delete evidence, like, exonerating.
Because I was in a point. She forced me to, like, there was nothing I could do at that point. In my mind, I was being forced to do it. I'm not saying I was behaving rationally. I want to be very clear. I was not behaving rationally.
So convenient, Matt. It's just like, I have the perfect piece of evidence that would exonerate me, but I was blackmailed into deleting it, even though earlier I didn't say anything about that.
Half of the shit I was, hitting the bottle a little too hard. Half of the shit I,
Dude, this alcoholism shit. He was saying he was an alcoholic as well, bro. It's so pathetic, dude.
Mentally unwell, was not, seeing a therapist. It was very difficult situation.
Dude.
I'm not making any excuses for myself.
Yes, you literally are, you stupid rat fuck. You lying rat piece of shit, dude. He's such a lying rat fuck, man. Fuck this piece of shit. Actual worthless fucking rodent.
I was behaving like a retard. Absolutely. But this is just something I have to put into perspective. Because
do you know who Dickers is, by the way?
I do know who Dickers is.
Are you and him cool?
I mean, I don't particularly like or dislike him.
Would you be willing to talk to him?
If he would like to join, sure.
Yeah, he wants in. I don't know what he has to say.
Wow.
What's up?
Yeah, mate. Good day.
How's it going, guys? You okay?
Yeah. How's it going?
Yeah. This is completely unrelated. Can you say, so guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
No. I think the problem is, Cam, that you've had this problem where about 2 weeks ago you called Diesel to try and get these videos removed. And in those calls, you're trying to find the evidence of this blackmail. Ever since then, you've been trying to find the evidence of this blackmail. Aiden is today asking you for evidence of the blackmail, and you're saying, well, let me go and try and find it. I believe at this point you're just trying to bog down conversations when people are trying to confront you. There's no way that you've looked for 2 weeks. When I spoke to you last week, you said you were still looking. Of course I'm still looking. But then here, there's a chance that you've looked for 2 weeks. Over 2 weeks, in fact. And you think you're going to find it now on this call.
Buddy, I said to Diesel, I don't know if I said this to you, but I said this to Diesel. I said, during this time, mind you, she forced me to delete a bunch of calls, and I believe this was around the time of the blackmail. I said this to Diesel. I'm sure I can find... I do have a recording of that call, so I'm sure I can confirm I said this to Diesel, where I deleted these calls. I don't
Yeah, but apparently you've still been looking. The point is,
of course I look.
Of course I'm going to
excuse me. Of course I'm going to fucking
all
look.
along the time,
of course I am going to look.
Delete the calls. Yeah, of course you're going to look. Why look at the calls now? You're clearly trying to bog down conversations and slow them down.
How am I trying to? I'm being asked to do something.
He just tries to. He just tries to feign like he has any idea that, like he's trying to present the idea that this evidence exists. Oh yeah, I'm assuming I've got it. I must have it. Oh, I don't. Oh, but because I thought I had it, you can believe me that I must have had it at some point, right?
Asked to do something. Why would I not?
When you've been looking for the last 2 weeks and you found nothing. No evidence.
Why would I not look?
And in fact, in this
do you want me?
This
Do you want me to say?
You've admitted
no, hold on,
that you were
hold
never
on.
blackmailed into doing anything. You were never admitted to blackmailing into changing your story, into saying something specifically. It was just to withhold information and make her look better.
No,
you
it
can find
wasn't.
evidence of her asking
No,
you
it
to do
wasn't.
that.
You're just
And
wrong.
you can't find any evidence of her
So
blackmailing
let's just
you.
quoting
at
back
any
what you
point.
said in this exact conversation, because it's just quoting back exactly what you said earlier. So.
Retarded?
Are you retarded?
Yes, you are. Are you retarded?
Are you retarded? Dude, this guy's such a rat. Notice how he will only go on stream. He only went on Aiden's stream because Aiden was so nice to him in a private call. Because Aiden sounded convinced by him. He thought it'd be safe. The moment there's any pressure, this rat fucking cracks. It's so crazy. He thinks, oh, I'm content cop now. I'm going to make content. I'm going to do hit pieces on people. When he can't take any pressure. He cannot take any hostility. He is the biggest poser, rat piece of shit going.
No, I was just gonna say, to be clear, he admitted that he said things didn't happen that may have. That was like part of the blackmail. That's he added to remove.
I had to change my story
to refute things, not to say anything like new happened.
Yeah, I had to change my story.
Yeah, so it's
So not to actively say anything, but to not.
No,
say
I had to change.
Things,
no,
to withhold information.
I know the information was already out there. That's the thing. The information had already been told to Diesel. I was being blackmailed to. Yes, the information.
Do you want to clarify a little bit about what the information is?
Buddy, are you fucking retarded? Have you not listened to any of this conversation?
Can you be a little bit more precise? Because when you spoke to me,
I'll be a little bit more
blackmail
precise.
was everything. It was ephemeral. Well, the blackmail.
You know it's desperate when you just throw out British accents.
I just didn't want to like go through all of them. It would be too embarrassing. It would be too hard. And so that's apparently why you lied and said the blackmail was specifically about you having sex with her.
I didn't say that was why I lied. I said that I was
anything.
What? I said it has to do with a lot of things, but specifically.
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly?
It's
Can
very,
you shut the fuck up for 2 minutes?
This is giving Bo Blacks. This is giving Bo Blacks. Do you know what I mean? It's giving Bo Blacks heavy right now. It's giving Joshy. It's giving Josie. What's his name now? It's giving Josie.
What? I said it has to do with a lot of things, but specifically.
Exactly.
What do you mean exact? Can you shut the fuck up for 2 minutes? You sound so fucking retarded.
So I said exactly because I'm asking for specifics now. Because whenever you talk about what the blackmail,
and you're not letting me get anything out because you can't shut the fuck up.
Withholding
you're just trying
things.
to get a win, and
I
it's
asked
not
you
working.
for specifics, and you asked me if I was retarded. So go ahead, give us some specifics.
I was trying to give you specifics, but you won't shut your fucking mouth because you are retarded. Anyways, as I was saying, the specifics. See, you can't shut your fucking mouth. Anyways,
dude, he's so mad. He's actually shaking.
But you either shut the fuck up or I'm just going to go back to being Aiden.
Actually fucking shaking right now.
It's up to you.
All right,
holy shit.
The specifics have to do with
Aiden, shut the fuck up.
Dickers, let the guy talk.
The specifics have to do with the honeypot situation, aspects of our relationship having to do with how we met and her flirting, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, she wanted me to withhold certain information about certain things that she didn't want me to look too good on. So there you go. Those are your little specifics.
I thought it was.
That's
I thought she'd do.
It's so many different things, and you can just list them out in 2 steps now.
Wait. Hold the phone. I thought she wanted you to withhold stuff that made her look bad.
Oh yeah, that's the honeypot stuff.
Okay, but
all of that.
But was that the extent of the blackmail, withholding things that made her look bad?
I mean, there's a lot more to it. I'm trying to give general specifics for this guy because he fucking didn't listen to the beginning of this call.
Okay.
I did.
That you didn't, because you would have known that, or you're just illiterate. It's one of the two.
Illiterate for listening. Good job, buddy. Anyway.
Illiterate for
so
not
listed
listening.
Two things out there. There was apparently to do.
Yo, they're doing Future Foundation skins on fucking Rivals. Dude, these look awesome. I mean, the thing one kind of sucks. I see Apostle saying allergic to making good thing skins. There's already the fucking trench coat one. What are you talking about, retard? The Future Foundation Spidey looks sick. Invisible Woman looks sick. Fantastic looks sick. Well, not that.
With the honey potting, we already know that. That's totally fair. But you can't find any messages where she's blackmailing you at all. You can find plenty of stuff where she clearly wants you to. But at each one of these, you're saying she's blackmailing you specifically.
Sorry, I missed general specifics.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay.
I did.
Specifics for this guy because hot stuff.
Okay, but
All of that.
But was that the extent of the blackmail, withholding things that made her look bad?
I mean, there's a lot more to it. I'm trying to give general specifics for this guy because he
The
fucking didn't
general
listen to the beginning of this
specifics.
call.
I'm trying to give general specifics to this guy.
I did.
That you didn't, because you would have known that, or you're just illiterate. It's one of the two.
Illiterate for
choose.
listening. Good job, buddy. Anyway.
Illiterate for
so you've
not
listed
listening.
Two things out there. There was apparently to do with the honey potting. We already know that. That's totally fair. But you can't find any messages where she's blackmailing you at all. You can find plenty of stuff where she clearly wants you to. But at each one of these, you're saying she's blackmailing you specifically with this information.
She is a deleted user on Discord. I can go and try to find
You
fucking
can
find
pull
things, but
up
majority
users. You could have pulled
majority of
users,
this.
by the
I
way.
understand that. I've
Yeah, of course you
tried.
can.
I've tried. I can reach out to Discord.
No, you don't need to reach out to Discord. You know what you need to do?
He's hacking into the
Wait,
I tried.
Wait, everyone quiet. I know exactly what you can do. Hold on. So you sent
I tried
me...
through the DM conversation.
Wait.
I tried through that group chat.
Yeah, so
it didn't work.
So if you just click on her profile and then
I can screen.
you just right click her profile and click message, I think, and that will.
I did, and I'll show you exactly what happened.
Okay,
Nothing.
I guess that could happen if. Hold on, I'll try it on my end.
Let's just be real, Aiden, okay? 1 second. This blackmail never happened. What he's talking about is just false. None of this ever happened. Because if it is true, the information that he is being blackmailed over, that he doesn't want anyone to know, he wants nobody to know anything about this. He's been ranting and raving, and you can piece together very, very easily what he's talking about. And in fact, he even confirmed to me what he was talking about.
Dicker just comes on like, we all know you got molested. Cameron, we all know you got molested.
Didn't.
So if he doesn't want this information out, why is he talking about it so much? And why is he speaking so
because
obvious
Diesel
in
made it
reference to
fucking public. Or no, he vaguely. I didn't tell Diesel either. I didn't tell anyone.
You did.
You did
I
tell
didn't.
Diesel. No, you did.
No, I
did.
didn't. Not the specifics.
No, but
No.
the general, the gist of what happened.
The gen,
And when,
like,
wait,
no.
wait, and when I
no,
called
no,
you,
no, 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 no,
about anything, do you?
no,
Hold on,
no, but that's just fucking false.
But we called, okay, but we called in private, and then I said, why were you comfortable with telling Diesel, if you were like?
I didn't give him the specifics though.
No, but
that's.
No, I'm not asking about the specifics. The general outline of what happened, right? And then in our private call, I'm not gonna go
Not
detail
even. That was an assumption made by him.
No, but when we
that he
when we
redacted
called-
no. That redaction he made was his assumption.
No, Cam.
I said all I said was that it was over a traumatic event that happened, which is true.
Yes, but
I'm pretty
Cam,
sure,
Cam,
as Diesel spoke about this, I'm pretty sure this has got to be a lie, right? That all that happened in that call is, oh, Diesel just assumed he got molested and then cut out the part where he assumed I got molested. No, you either confirmed it or you brought it up. There was more than just Diesel assuming. Thank you, Marshall, for the $2. Thank you, huge appreciate it. Thank you.
I said, I asked you in our
What was
call.
he redacting then?
I asked you. Shut up, Dickers. I asked you in our call.
Get him the fuck out, by the way.
Asked,
I'm
hold
not
on,
talking to him.
everyone, just shut up, please, just 1 second. I asked you in our.
I do rage quit tweeting. Get this guy the fuck out of here. The moment he gets a little bit of pressing from fucking Dickers, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Fucking pussy.
Oh my god, dude, he wasn't even saying anything. Okay, in our call, when I first spoke to you, I asked you why was this information so private that she was able to use it to blackmail you into getting to cover for her, etc., etc. But then why were you so willing to tell Diesel? And I think you said something along the lines of, well, things had changed, you'd gotten help or whatever. So it's like,
Yeah, I was more comfortable like explaining the situation and even bringing it up in the first place, right? The point is,
so you did tell Diesel.
I didn't tell Diesel any specifics. No, like
I'm not asking about the general outline, like the thing that happened. You told him what happened.
Maybe barely. Like it really wasn't that. You know, I didn't even give him like the topic. I just told him it was a traumatic event.
So if I get Diesel in here,
redacted.
If I get Diesel in here right now and give him permission to give us the unredacted section of the call, you'd be okay with that?
No. Because that was an assumption he made that I was just kind of like,
okay, but if it was
if
the redacted part, if you didn't actually tell him, and it was just an assumption that it was private, then why would you have issue with him releasing the redacted part of the call?
Well, because I just fucking said that, it was along the right lines. Because I just kind of like said he's on the right track. I don't want that out there.
This is so cap.
Okay, so he did know what happened.
I mean, he kind of figured it out. I didn't tell him.
So if
the idea that hold on, no, hold on. The idea that this asshole Dickers was trying to make that I told him anything is wrong. And by the way, we are so far removed.
This is so fucking cap, dude.
This like I am like kind of confused about where we're going with this. You know what I mean?
But wait, hold on. But if you didn't tell him in the course of the call, then why would you have issue with the redacted section being released?
I just told you because I kind of just confirmed that. Yeah, I mean that's kind of on the right track. It's I didn't like outright say it. I don't think in the call, but I mean I've just now I guess said it. So
why did we hang up with Dickers?
Because that was not going anywhere.
He wasn't even talking when we hung up. By the way, he was being quiet.
Well, yeah, but initially that wasn't going anywhere, and it was very clear that he didn't because we already went over that at the beginning of this call.
Like
that was not going anywhere.
Right now.
Okay. And he immediately came out antagonistic, and it was very clear he's trying to push something that, he just
must be a
didn't listen to
Hassan
the call.
fan.
He didn't listen to our conversation.
Okay. So let's assume the blackmail was your leg got blown up by an IED. Let's assume that's what the blackmail was. In the call, in the redacted section. Was it established that your leg got blown up by an IED in that redacted section of the call?
No, but it was more. It was. He was like, "Oh, what happened? Did your leg get chopped off by a mujahideen?" So you know what I mean.
So you basically established the gist of what the blackmail was.
Somewhat, yeah.
But you
I would say.
But he figured it out. He figured it out. You
Yeah.
didn't give that information up to him.
Correct.
Okay. I'll promise I'll be nice. I found my vape. Dickers.
I don't give a shit. He can go fuck himself.
Why do you guys hate each other so much?
I mean, I had no problem with him up until 2 minutes ago, and he was trying to he completely misrepresented multiple things that I've said and tried to put words in my mouth and say that I didn't say harping on certain specifics. Yeah, the blackmail had to do with all kinds of aspects, but specifically since we really want to nail that in here, mainly her past bad behavior with her honeypotting and certain aspects that made her look bad and made me look bad and all kinds of shit. So yeah, it had to do with everything. I've been pretty fucking consistent on that. The claim I haven't been is the only time I was inconsistent with that was with Diesel. And that was on me, and I admit that, and I was wrong for that. You can try to catch me in lies, but I mean, if you're just gonna make shit up, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Okay, no, that's fair. All right. Well,
but he wasn't consistent at all.
So Diesel kind of figured out what happened.
Right.
And that was the redacted section of the call. Got it. Okay, where were we in this conversation?
It's completely derailed. I'm still trying. I'm in the project files. I was trying to find the call. And by the way, I never said I was gonna find the blackmail here. I
thought you found the Premiere file.
Yeah, that's what I was in. But I mean, it fucking derailed.
Okay, so you are so you have found the call. You're in the Premiere file.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at.
Yeah, so in that Premiere file, you'll have added that call to your media in that file, right? And then you can open file location. Surely, right, camera? This shouldn't be difficult.
call 1 as you wanted.
Well, the premiere file is of call 1, right? Because it was the that's the.
It's the entire, deleted video.
Yeah. So if you just hover over the parses call 1, you can click on the media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm trying to
whatever.
find the specific part. It's a 3-hour video.
Right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Fucking media loads.
If it loads. You know, if I can get this dang thing to load. Oh god, it's just I'm having such trouble loading this. Oh my god. Oh.
Sorry for getting a little heated earlier, but I assume you can understand when I'm just being blatantly lied to in my face. I'm not gonna handle it well, especially with the fucking situation like this.
There's lies.
Yeah, I get it. It got heated.
When other people were lying, I'm sure that happened at some point, right?
Was the door locked in the car, by the way?
What the fuck is that? I don't think so, but what the fuck is that gonna do? I locked from the inside. Oh, I can't get out. It's not a fucking infant. Yeah.
No, yeah. I was just curious.
I don't know.
It was like a Ted Bundy situation. Did you have like the handlebar removed?
No. Yeah, you could quite easily get out of that car if you wanted to, if you were inside. Oh, that's dumb.
Oh,
that's another one.
Oh. Wait, so what was that? Was that another one? He said.
That's stuff. That's another one. Oh, that's stuff. That's another one.
So immediate sign that he's not
this
gonna
is
find what he's
actually
looking
helpful.
for. Right. Oh.
This is not call 1.
Oh, this is
I
actually
just
completely different that you didn't ask me for. But actually, this is really helpful. This is gonna really exonerate me. I know this isn't what you asked for at all, but this is gonna be really This is gonna really exonerate me.
Call 1. I just want call 1, man.
No, I think this is important. I think this one's important.
I get the
Her
feeling it's
admitting
not.
the allegations
personally.
came from a manic episode and claiming that she felt like she had BPD because of the situation.
Oh, well, that sounds compelling.
Isn't she okay? But what I'm trying
hear it,
to say
Cameron.
here is, she's young, right? It's totally like plausible you could have gaslit her. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but
This is all her. This is all out of her mouth.
Okay, well, that's why I just want call 1.
Can we get the
And then we
general
can look at
specifics
this.
laid out here?
Okay, just give me 2 seconds.
I'm not really understanding the general specifics of this one. Kind of lost on me.
Oh fuck! It's still generating peak file.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you work in Premiere?
Yeah, I do work in Premiere.
Yeah.
This is so annoying. I'm
Anyways,
trying
there's that.
really hard to get this right now. It's so annoying that it's not working right now.
Let's look.
This isn't call 1, but I'm looking for it.
Oh my god.
Let me listen to this.
Allie is the queen of contradictions at this point. You know what she said? What her biggest problem with the video was?
What?
She said, when he said that her allegations only came from a manic episode and tried to deflect everything else because of that, that pissed me off more than anything he said about me.
Okay.
They did come from a manic episode. That was my words, not yours.
Exactly. You said it, not me.
I confess to you that I thought I might have BPD because of it. Like, I'm coming to these conclusions myself. You're not just pulling stuff out of your ass to make yourself look better. I'm the one who came to you and told you that.
And let's be real, you would not fucking let me get away with that, even if I wanted to.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely not. If you tried to...
I'm looking for more of like full calls.
Yeah,
like
can we get like the call?
Calls. Like I don't.
Like you can
I
just
guess,
get us that call, right?
That's the file.
Okay. Okay. That's why I want call 1 so bad.
I know. I got you. I'm really fucking looking.
Guys, he's really looking.
You're just like scrubbing through the Premiere file?
Yeah.
Well, if it helps, you did label it call 1 in the video.
No,
so if you
in
just
the video,
scrub over it, it will say in your preview call 1, and then you can just click on the media.
No, it's never that simple.
Yeah, it's just a very long video. So like,
oh, they're just such long videos. I have to look through the whole thing.
The clip I pulled from was
frame by frame.
What was it? Yeah, the clip I pulled from was from the video. Like that was the full cut from the video. I'm just trying to find where I cut it in the video.
Mm-hmm.
What sucks is earlier in the video, I was captioning calls, and then at some point I stopped. I don't believe I did in the clip I sent you, so it would be easier to see the text file.
All good. I tried to draw a dog, guys. Did not go so well.
You're drawing a fucking MS Paint? Well,
I have to do something now. I'd be too fidgety. People don't like
during...
I normally play video games, but people have criticized that recently. So I need to draw or something, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
At the 11th hour, during your biggest streaming moment of 2025.
Nowhere close. Literally nowhere close, you rodent.
On my stream, but...
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna say the Weddle interview. I guess that was that 2024 at this point?
I think it was around New Year's. Damn, you're a fan. You've been keeping up.
AIDS gang, man.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, you a fan for sure. You a fan for sure.
Where's the rest of the sequel?
I'm not forgetting about the call, people. It's just gonna be dead air if I don't create some dialogue, okay? I'm not forgetting about the fucking call. I'm waiting. I'm just sitting here waiting. I have to say something, or else we're gonna be sitting here. It's gonna be like a fucking Kuihman stream.
Seething, rent free.
Okay, Dickers sent me a message. He said, "This is me right now. I'm so chill."
He's looking
pretty
chill.
Pretty convincing.
I am not going to engage or negotiate with someone
with terrorists.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not. You're gonna have to give me.
What are your thoughts on this Kuihman guy? He's saying he wants to call him. I don't know him too well.
I didn't say I wanted to call in at all.
Yeah, no thanks.
All good.
Wait, where's that? Wait.
Saying he wants to call him. I don't know.
No, I'm not. You're gonna have to give me.
What are your thoughts on this Kuihman guy? He's saying he wants to call him. I don't know him too well.
Yeah, no thanks.
All good. I think my mom wants to call in. She has some questions.
Who the fuck is your mom?
I don't know. Alright.
Where's date created? I need date created.
Do you want a screen share? Maybe I can help you find it.
Nah, I don't want to leak anything.
I got it. All good.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna.
Why do you need to do date created? Just go and like scrub through the timeline.
That's the problem. It's like there's a shit ton of edits. It's not like because this was like in like.
If you scrub for like I bet you do you have an original link
that's
to your
what
video?
I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I was about to do.
Just send me the link to the original video. Just send me a link to the original like full video.
It was privated, but I'm finding the render of it. And I'm gonna scrub through that instead.
Well, did anyone archive it or something?
I don't fucking know.
If somebody like archive
the reason I private it is because I don't stand by some of the things I said in there.
I don't want to watch the video. If somebody just like has an archive to the actual video, I could.
Just give me a moment. Oh man, I got you.
Run right back to me.
I can help you out here. I just hold on.
Run right back to me.
All right.
Hey. Oh, there it is. Oh.
You got it?
No.
That's not responsible.
It's actually this other Aiden.
Looks like I changed hard drives mid-editing. That's why I couldn't find. That's why it looked like half done.
Oh, it's on the other hard drive, guys. Whoops.
That's fine. Okay.
First sent me
Other
just was on the feeling and wasn't exacting
2 backups.
But
Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
all a bunch of years FBI.
Excuse me.
All good.
Extremely pressured.
To do what? You. Offline.
Better.
All. There we
I
go.
situation. Oh yeah, and then
You got it?
me.
And
Alex
this is a lot
And
better.
cut here.
This is gonna make things a lot easier for me.
said
It would.
Right, so
I
this
feel-
is going to be good,
Is there a way to
surely.
Control F?
This is about to be real good.
I can do you one better. Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
there she is. Revealing project.
So you got it.
big things happening. Big things happening. Huge bombshell about to be dropped.
Yep. Just listening to make sure there's no.
How long is it?
It's short.
Crazy bombshell incoming, guys. Any moment now.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that ending. Why is it cut off like that?
Are you editing the call?
No.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm looking at the original file.
Got it.
Okay. So
Okay.
it looks like the only thing I spliced was dead air.
Dude.
We don't
Dude,
care.
It's not. That's the only thing. That was the whole call.
No, there's a little bit more after, but
I'm sorry. I have a condition. That was.
there's a little bit more after.
How much more?
It's not much, buddy, unfortunately.
So the whole call was like 40 seconds long. How much? How much dead air was there, bro?
There's a little bit more. I mean, it only helps my case, so I can share it with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
But yeah, let me just get this fucking MP3. Let's see, where's it? Why does it just fucking give me where it is? Oh, okay. There you go.
So this
The only
is,
thing that was spliced is dead air.
this is the full call?
The full recording, yeah.
Let's listen to this.
Did they like say I raped you or something, or?
I don't know. It was sexual abuse. I don't know what the hell that means. It could be anything from touching a titty to forcible rape. Like, they're so vague with this stuff, so that they investigate.
I believe I had stopped calling because she was,
Fine.
or stopped recording because she was crying.
And
But she's crying at the start of the recording. So his story is, well, I wanted to be respectful to her, so when she started crying, I stopped recording. But the moment the recording opens, she is distressed, in tears. And the evidence doesn't prove anything. Like, this is the most suspicious fucking stuff in the world.
Didn't feel good about it.
It literally I didn't know you didn't like.
What it means. Forcible rape. Like, they're so vague with this stuff, so that they investigate it all. I'm fine.
I picked you up, and they're trying to make that sexual.
So,
Back to
there you go.
me.
There's your
Hold on,
call.
hold on.
I
It's
know
almost
you didn't
done.
like being picked up. I
Oh,
put you
oh,
down.
alright.
Right back to me.
It's not sexual.
I had like a Spurg freak out, and they're acting like I had a rational response.
And we settled it in private, and then it got public because you were upset at me.
I believe there is like a precursor
Or something else
to-
completely.
like of the same call of another recording that I also stopped.
You just call her and that's how the conversation starts?
No. I believe there's a precursor somewhere in this video where she's crying.
Wait, you're looking at the original media. You went to reveal file.
They
That
are
should be the full
different. They are
recording.
separate. They are separate recordings. I stopped recording. Let me finish here, Aiden. I stopped recording because she's crying. Like she's like confiding in me. I feel bad. I don't want to like, you know. First of all, I'm not like one to record without like consent.
Can you just be honest with me, man? I'm sorry. Can you just straight up?
I am. The fuck?
Okay.
That's the file.
That's the full thing.
Dude.
That's the full When did you start recording? Just then?
That's when I started re-recording. I'm trying to find the precursor. Yeah. So there's a precursor where I believe she's crying about people calling the cops on her or her dad or something.
We're talking about allegations of potential forcible rape. Why would you stop recording at all? Why wouldn't you record the full thing?
Because we weren't talking about those. When that got brought up, I started recording again.
But why wouldn't you keep recording? It cuts off. It's a minute and 4 seconds. So why wouldn't you keep recording?
Because at that point, I could, I felt like the conversation was over at that point about that. It was a small blurb.
The call doesn't end. The call doesn't end there. That's not how
I grabbed the exact 30 seconds of audio that I needed. I surgically, grabbed, while in this call with this crying girl, I surgically grabbed the 30 seconds of voice that I needed. I didn't record anything else because I just cared about her privacy so much. Wow. I'm convinced. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm convinced.
Nobody ends a conversation like that.
No, the call didn't end there.
So
no, the call didn't end.
But these are
because she was fucking crying.
But these are life-ruining allegations. Why wouldn't you keep recording?
Because they're so false. Like there's so many instances.
If they're false, why would you
there
stop
are so
recording?
many instances of her saying I didn't fucking do it publicly
these are like
on
cut,
Twitter.
like 50-second these are like cut like 50-second fucking clips. That's why I want the full call to see what led up to that, like the context. And I don't understand, like, these are life-ruining allegations. Why you would ever stop recording something like that?
Because the reason I started recording at that point was because she had brought up that people were also talking about me. I was like, fuck, gotta get this going.
I'm not even asking about why you started. I'm asking, why'd you stop?
She's crying. the point that was driven home that I didn't commit it. Done. Okay. Got that clip. I don't want to keep, recording this crying person.
Will you screen share the file?
Confiding in me.
Will you screen share the file?
There's some.
For call one, you just sent me. Just hit properties. Show me the properties of the file.
Okay. I mean.
Will you just screen share it?
Give me a sec. I can send you a screenshot.
Can you just screen share and show me the properties of the file?
Hold on. Give me a few seconds.
No problem, man. That properties button, it's tricky to find.
No, I'm just trying to get a I don't want people
I get
looking
it,
into
Yeah. Yep.
Scooby-Doo noises when pressed.
Fucking.
Roll.
What are they gonna look at? What revelation is gonna be found in the file information?
I'm just trying to make sure the background doesn't have anything like any personal information.
Just quickly exit out everything. Should be 10 seconds. Okay, just click the X button. Unless you have a processing speed disorder, exit out of everything. Click the
processing speed disorder,
and just show the screen. Just show the screen. It should be 5-10 seconds. Watch, I can do it right now. Close, file.
I got you. I'm just making
show more property. I just did it. I just did it on my end. It took me 2 seconds.
I'm sorry that my fucking Adobe Premiere is being retarded and is stuck on locating media.
I'm not
Hold
asking
on.
you. I'm not asking. You already located the media. If you're sending me the clip.
No, fucking hold on. I'll show you. Now
I'm not asking for the Premiere file. We went to Premiere so you could find the original source file that you.
I got you. I'm
Premiere
saying in the
too.
background. I was trying to close out of it. I've put an untitled window because like I can't. It won't let me. Fucking. I had to go back. It wouldn't locate the media properly.
Okay.
There you go.
Wait. Can you click on the file to show me it's the same one? Can you just like click play on that file? Go to call 1.
Sure.
The one you're pulling up right now.
Sure. I got you. Hold on. Ah! Hold on. Because of the Discord there.
Wait. Can you hit Control Z? Why'd you close the screen?
Because fucking the background. I don't want the background.
I'm not showing it on stream. I'm just looking myself.
Oh, okay, okay, got you. Yep, I got you. Just don't show this on.
He stops the screen share before he hit play, so he could have shown a completely different file. Oh my god.
Wait, no, dude, you can't do that to me, man. The call you're playing right now. The call you're playing right now. Go back, show me the file. Just show me the file. Don't close your screen. Show me the file of the call you're playing right now. The file.
I got you.
The file you just pulled up properties for. Yeah, go to that. Yeah, go to that file in your Finder.
Okay. Give me a second. Where's the fucking folder?
Before you clicked properties, like the actual file.
I know. I did it through Premiere and then it's fucking spurged on me. Is it?
I run right back to me. Okay, dude.
Wait, that couldn't be the original file. Because if the media is offline, how would you be able to find it?
That was a different. I was looking for a different.
Why
call.
the fuck is there a chat with the username Connie Rape
right there?
Terrorist?
That's a minute and 4 seconds that you had pulled up, and the file itself's a minute and 4 seconds.
Different.
Your YouTube @ is @rape the messenger.
Call
that are both the same length.
Dude.
I guess. I don't fucking know, dude.
By the second.
I guess, buddy.
Okay. Wait, so it's 5 minutes and 21 seconds.
Give me a second.
Wait, so the call's 5 minutes. So what'd you cut?
Yep.
This is this is the precursor call. Hold on.
Oh, it's that other call.
Oh. Here's the precursor.
Precursor call,
shit.
guys.
Holy shit!
It's a different call. Okay, huge stuff.
That's a different call.
Call zero has been located. Call zero has been located. Cameron dove right into the back of that filing cabinet. It's like it's almost like Scrooge McDuck going into his pile of gold coins. Cameron's swimming through files, and he is finally at the very back, right at the bottom. Oh, call zero. Oh, a 5-minute call. Oh, I forgot I had this.
There's Jelly call 1. There's call 1. There's call 1 in H. It's in the video. There's multiple times where I say call 1.
Can you send me the 5-minute 21-second one?
I got you.
This shit's fucking
I gotta make sure there's
crazy.
no compromising information in there, but sure.
Oh yeah, no problem.
We'll censor any compromising information. If that's what you would like.
I got you.
I run right back to okay.
Oh, there's that. Okay.
Got it.
No, different file.
How many,
in the midst of
how many call ones are there too? How many? Why don't you just?
There's at least 3.
Why don't you?
Can I show this, Aiden? So Cameron messaged Aiden after this. Hey Aiden, with all due respect, I would not be sending you the call. Nothing in there is relevant to the situation, and I have no interest in further engaging in a situation where I didn't do anything to this girl. I'm not giving irrelevant information for it to be twisted. I'm just moving on with my life. Have a good day. So, there's something in there that he thinks can be twisted, obviously. Oh my god. So it's not. It wasn't actually this very exonerating info, was it? Was it at all? I run right back to me. Aiden. He not only convinced me he did it, I'm now under the impression that he's committed other crimes he hasn't been caught for. There's nothing ex-fans love more than, like, raping and abusing women. Ex-fans, literally, there is nothing they idolize more than the rape and abuse of women.
You just send me all the call 1 files then.
There's at least 3 call 1s and call 2s and call 3s from different points in time.
So you knew exactly when to start up the recording. Like, it starts at the second relating to, like, the information.
A little after she brings it up, I believe.
Okay.
Then I start recording. I had OBS open because I was recording, like I said earlier, the precursor. Yeah, so there's different files and call 1. I'll send you the screenshot. There's jelly call 2. And there's and call 2, and call 3, and call 6. Like, there's multiple. I'm not fucking with you there. You can show that to stream. I'm not fucking with you. I wasn't thinking about the naming conventions that would come back a year later while editing this video. My apologies.
Wait, why would it take you so long to find it if you had it labeled call 1 in your media finder the entire time?
What do you mean?
Because you took like 20 minutes to find that after you found the Premiere project.
No.
Like, as if you had to actually scrub
It was
through the
labeled. I changed the name for you.
Wait, so you're
It was labeled 2024. Yeah,
wait,
it's a
you
state
just said
modified
you had
on it.
multiple files labeled call 1, which is
I do.
why
Can you not
forgot-
see it? That's why what I was initially looking for.
So if it was initially labeled call 1, why couldn't you just find it when you opened it?
It wasn't initially labeled call 1. I just told the precursor was in the video. It was labeled call 1 because those were the call examples of her denying that I ever sexually assaulted her.
What?
This is like multiple layers. Okay, so there's the video labeling. There's the file labeling. There's the files that weren't labeled that. There's multiple
files. True. So you,
like the original name was like 2024 or something.
So this file was modified before you showed it to me.
The name was.
So just the name.
Yeah.
So
I made it because you kept asking for call 1. That's what you kept calling it. So I gave you call 1.
Can you just go to your up your like Windows? I want to show it on screen. Open up your Windows File Explorer. Hit home so it shows recent. Can you just do that?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not showing you all the fucking like. There's like there's shit I'm working on that I don't want leaked. No, I'm not doing
nudes?
that. No nudes, but I'm not doing that. No.
Okay.
There's shit I'm working on I don't want leaked. Sorry.
Dude, it's so cap.
And regardless, I don't think it would help you that
much. For like
much.
the federal government?
I don't think it would help you that much. I mean, I could send you a screenshot. It shows my recently opened files.
I don't want screenshots. I don't want things that can be modified. I don't want you to like close your screen and then re-screen share in between the time I'm asking you to like show me the call that's being played and then the file.
It's just like he could so easily do stuff to make himself look innocent here, but it's just every step of the way he's got nothing. He's just making himself look worse and worse.
Properties of to make sure that's the same thing. This is the problem I have. Every piece of evidence you're giving me, you're creating chances for you to modify it or distort it. That's the problem I have with the evidence.
I'm not, but I'm sorry, I'm not thinking about that. Personally, I'm just not thinking about that.
Well, can we start thinking about it now?
I'll think about it for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm not leaking your why do you think you've told me, you've literally said, have I leaked things you didn't want leaked in our private call?
No, I'm just like.
So why couldn't you show me the recents? So why couldn't you show me the recents?
I'll show you them again. Fine. There you go. I'm just gonna like move the size of the window, but just don't show it on stream. There you go. It's the same thing I showed you in the screenshot. You see it?
Hold on.
Can you confirm?
Run right to me.
There you go.
Why didn't you just do that from the get-go?
I just didn't want.
Also, I missed that. Can you do it one more time?
Motherfucker.
I did. I literally did. That was like 2 seconds. I didn't fucking see shit.
The same. There you go.
Can you scroll down by one file?
No.
Just one. Just
Oh,
one
actually-
file. There's no way the most.
Yeah,
Okay, one more.
okay.
One more. One
No,
more.
no.
One more. One more. Wait.
No, now you're just being retarded.
There's
no.
no way the super secret information conveniently is
No,
the
I'm
fifth
not leaking
file
I'm
in
not
your
leaking
most
my next
recent.
video.
There's no
I'm
way
not leaking our next
There's
video.
no way that's the fifth file.
It was
in
the
your-
other Adobe Premiere project.
How, Aiden, how recently and what were the files that you saw? Did it have dates or times or anything on them? And, like, what files were they? Did it seem like it was just the files you'd been accessing in this conversation?
It's for my next video. I'm not leaking that.
I'm not leaking your whatever video you're
No.
working on.
Nope.
Why would I leak
Nope.
what video? You told me private shit in the call. Why
They're
would I
all files open today, yeah, dude.
leak whatever video you're working
Dude.
on?
I don't give a shit. No, you're not doing that. Sorry.
What? So
It's nothing compromising. I'm just not leaking my next video. Sorry.
I'm not gonna reveal what your next video is.
No. No. The answer is no. Hard no. I don't know why this is a big fucking deal for you. I don't know why you're having like a fucking big freak out over that.
What if I don't take no for an answer?
That's no good.
That's no good.
Yeah, it's not. You shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't do that.
I don't like no's.
Oh.
To me, no means yes.
Oh. Oh God. That's
So
not good.
I think you should open up the file explorer and just show me that fifth file.
Yeah.
Get it over
That's
with.
not. That's not happening. Sorry, buddy.
It's not
Next topic.
happening?
No.
Well, I've heard that a lot in my life from many people.
Dude,
and then when
you are being fucking weird.
when
Just
they-
go to the next thing,
when
dude.
they said it wasn't gonna happen, it happened. Whether they
You-
liked it or
I know
not.
what you're doing here. You're trying to like make it like a fucking rape joke. It's
No,
funny.
of course
Whatever.
not. Of course.
Go to the
I would
we're going to
never.
the next thing.
I would never.
What are you
Dude,
trying to find?
I just,
like that's like
I just want to spend more time in your file explorer. Is that a big deal?
okay, buddy.
I'm just trying to spend more time in your file explorer.
Stop.
Okay. Okay. I mean, dude, I don't even. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, can we get to the actual fucking meat of the
Right.
actual allegations instead of this weird semantical battle?
Yeah.
Like, let's talk. Like, actually, because this has just been some weird fucking. Like, this hasn't done anything.
True.
Like, nothing of value has come from this.
Very true.
It's actually like because beforehand
fault is
when
that,
we were
Cameron?
talking about it, we
See,
actually
Cameron.
got a lot done. We like had to.
And there's actually a lot of value to everyone else here. This is of great value to me. Hey, speaking of value to me, guys, now's a great time to remind you. 429 people, 115 likes on the stream. Some of those 314 people, man, please moving the cursor to thumbs up and clicking it. Or pressing a thumbs up on the mobile device. That'd be huge appreciated. Now, if you want to take the sport one step further, you can donate directly through the Stream Elements link in the pinned chat message. You can also buy membership to the channel, gift a membership to the channel, gift a whole bunch of memberships randomly throughout the chat. Buy a super chat, which will highlight a message and read out on TTS, or buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube image or GIF that'll be highlighted in chat, and I'll describe it to you. You can go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. You can also now watch every day live on twitch.tv/Kuihman. Also, guys, huge push right now to always be clipping ABC. Remember, ABC, always be clipping. There's a guide to clip streams on the subreddit. Always be clipping, guys. Very important. And post like hell, okay? The people you hate the most fear you having a Twitter account. They fear you posting. They fear you talking your shit. They are shaking, terrified at the idea that more lurkers, more sort of light community participants will be out there talking they shit, clipping streams, editorializing them, and building a presence, and sharing it around the community to make sure that we all benefit. We all benefit through osmosis, and everyone's viewpoint is raised up. Okay, that's think of the vision here. Imagine the vision. See the vision. To post. I know you'll post peacefully. Okay, I know you will post peacefully. Thank you for the membership queue. Thank you.
Good conversation. We were able to like really nail in what was going on, and now it's just like this. I don't know if you're like, I listen. I get it. I stream too, performing for your audience, sure, but like. Even before you said you were gonna like handle this seriously, and I just feel like you're not taking this seriously.
The only thing I fear is you being Doom Guy for Reddit and Twitter posts. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Joe Savage. Thank you, huge appreciated. Thank you so much. Dude, sometimes I wish, what is it? Spawn and Ghost Rider were real. They'd have a field day with someone like Cameronf305.
I am, but I don't feel like
kinda,
you're
like,
taking
annoying.
that seriously either. I feel like you're not like being super honest with me about certain aspects of this.
What?
Like it's like there's so like the problem I have is like when everything is like so conveniently aligned. Like if I'm looking at your recent files to see if the new file is an edit of an original file, it's very convenient that like the 5th file before all the first 4 files you show me are all related to what we've just been shown. So I want you to go to the 5th file, and it's very convenient that like the 5th file is going to be some like top secret information that you can't show in your most recent.
I just would rather not.
I'm not
It's
asking
my
you to
next
publicly
video.
reveal. I'm not asking you to
I
publicly
will give
reveal
you
it.
a screenshot, but I'm not gonna like. I'll show you it's a Premiere
But
file.
why would you give me? Why would you want to give me a screenshot and not record it? Or why not?
Because I'll censor the name of the Premiere file, but I'll show you it's a Premiere file.
Why don't you just rename the Premiere file?
I'm not. I'd rather not. Like that's.
Wait, you'd rather not just rename the Premiere file and then screen
Didn't he
share?
just rename a call 2 seconds ago?
This is retarded, dude. Get to the fucking point, dude.
This is just very like suspicious, man. It is very suspicious.
How in the fucking God's name is me not wanting to show you the fucking Premiere file for my next video suspicious?
You don't have to. You just rename it and then you could screen share. It takes like 2 seconds. Watch, I'll do it now. Time it.
But it's a waste of time.
A waste of time? Hold on. Let's see how
He
much time it
just
wastes.
renamed a call to call 1 a minute ago, and now it's a waste of time. When he sat there, let me just, where is it while he's renaming a call? And now it's a waste of time to rename the Premiere file. Okay.
Rename.
I'm not
Ugh.
reopening it to rename
You
it.
don't need to
save
reopen it.
copy.
You don't even need to reopen it. You don't even need to reopen it. Quick.
Yes, I do. It's referenced in other
Done.
projects. Do you not
Done.
edit, make videos? I know
Done.
you edited for that fat ass.
You
like
could,
you should
could
know
literally,
this.
You could literally just go as soon as you're done. You could
You
undo
know
the
it's
rename.
not just in
Edited for
Premiere,
that
right?
fat ass? Is that about Mr. Lips?
Cooked. It's over.
Thank you for the $5.
Like you know that it connects with other apps. I'm not trying to fucking go
I'm
through all
not
that
asking you
effort
to
later
open
on
the Premiere
because
file.
you're having some retarded
I'm not
fucking.
asking you to open the Premiere file. I'm just asking you to rename the file itself so you
Oh,
don't
no,
reveal
No,
it
but
when
then
you
I'm
show
gonna
the
have
most
to go in
recent.
After Effects. I'm gonna have to go in Media
No,
Encoder
'cause
and
you
change
could-
all this
no,
shit.
because if you just
And that's just
because if
this is
wait,
retarded,
Cam,
and you know it.
Cam, I use this shit too. If you just rename,
I know you fucking used to edit for that fat ass. You are being retarded.
If you hit copy
You
on
are
the original
being
name,
retarded.
if you hit
He's
copy on the
smugging.
original name, and then as soon as you're done showing it,
Smugging so
repaste
bad.
that. It will. If you leave it in the same location, it will immediately link back. It
You
doesn't change
are
anything.
being
It doesn't change
retarded.
anything. It doesn't change anything.
You are being retarded. Just move on.
Just move on, Aiden.
It's just very convenient that I have to move on.
No, this is nothing.
I just
look. There's the Premiere file. I censored the name.
I don't want your screenshots. I don't want evidence that you've had every
I
opportunity.
don't I don't care what you want. I want to talk about the fucking.
Is that what you said to her when she wanted to go home?
No. Why are you being retarded? Let's talk like.
Okay.
Let's get back on track, dude. You're being absolutely ridiculous.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, where did you want to take this?
Motherfucker, this is your interview. You're supposed to be. What do you think I've lied about?
I just think you might have modified some of the files you've shown me. I think you have way more of the call than you're letting on. I don't think you just recorded 6 minutes of this call.
Sorry you feel that way, but that's the case.
Okay. Wait, hold on. What the fuck?
Thank you for the $2.
What?
Wait, so give me 1 sec. I'm getting breaking news.
Oh, what's the breaking news?
Okay. Did you okay? Is it true you'd walked back the claims of blackmail before today in your previous conversations and document?
No.
Is the blackmail relevant at all to is the blackmail at all relevant to your I think I asked this before. I don't remember what the answer was, but is it at all relevant to your sexual exchanges with her or whatever? Because it seems like whenever I've like
Very
pressed you on-
little.
it
Very
seems like whenever
little.
I've pressed you on the specifics of what the blackmail is related to, it's always related to like something about her past.
It's very little, and that was something I shouldn't have been, dishonest with Diesel about. I fully own that. It's very little.
But it seemed like the reason, like you were trying to insinuate or imply the reason you would like bit the bullet on certain things in the call with her was because of the blackmail. I'm not asking you about the specifics of the blackmail. I'm not asking you what the blackmail's about.
Yeah, it's because of the blackmail. I didn't want that coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
So I did everything I could to appease her. That's correct.
Did she
That's true.
Did she make a threat to you before that
Yes.
call?
But wait.
It's very
Always related to your at all to like document?
no.
Is the blackmail like relevant like at all to like is the blackmail at all relevant to your I think I asked this before. I don't remember what the answer was, but is it like at all relevant to like your sexual exchanges with her or whatever? Because it seems like whenever I've like
Very
pressed you on-
little.
it
Very
seems like whenever
little.
I've pressed you on the specifics of what the blackmail is related to.
But which is very little. It's not relevant. But that was your whole excuse before.
It's always related to like something about her past.
It's very little, and that was something I shouldn't have been, dishonest with Diesel about. I fully own that. It's very little.
But it seemed like the reason, like you were trying to insinuate or imply the reason you would like bit the bullet on certain things in the call with her was because of the blackmail. I'm not asking you about the specifics of the blackmail. I'm not asking you what the blackmail's about.
Yeah, it's because of the blackmail. I didn't want that coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
So I did everything I could to appease her. That's correct.
Did she
That's true.
Did she make a threat to you before that
Yes.
call?
Oh, before the blackmail itself?
Well, like when you called her and were like just biting the bullet on certain things.
Is this all falls apart now? Because there is like an argument you can make that, oh, she threatened me with something, so I just like tried to capitulate with her, and like I didn't want to anger her because I thought she'd go crazy and release it. But you can't pull that once you've already used it once in a time where you now admit you were lying about it. Because he told Diesel, I was forced by blackmail into admitting that I had sex with her. That wasn't true. And he's now admitted that wasn't true, and he just totally fucking lied to Diesel. So you have completely shot this excuse.
Did she?
I didn't bite the bullet. I'm still talking.
No, I'm sorry. What I mean is like you were just willing to like concede to certain things and move on. Like, yeah, I could have happened. I don't remember it with like certain things. Was that because you're being blackmailed?
Repeat that last bit.
So like in the call when she said you tried to kiss me for 5 minutes, or like when she was saying,
Are you saying like? Are you asking if I?
is the reason you said to her? Is the reason you like said to her you were sorry or like that?
I just like that. I kind of like tried brushing it off and like moving on like that.
Was it because of the blackmail?
I'm sure in my mind, yeah, that had something to do with it. Like just me trying to appease her and move on. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think I was directly thinking about that. More so, my mind was just not pissing her off at that specific moment.
Okay, but then in these recordings you sent me, why were you not scared of the blackmail being released when you're pushing her in these other like partial recordings you're sending?
Because as I said multiple times in the past, and by the way, partial recordings de loca. I guess yeah, parts of the call, sure, but those were the
call was
recordings
6 minutes in total.
The first part.
I'm just asking about the call, the whole call.
Answer the fucking question, retard.
The call. I don't fucking know, dude.
Can you like, give me a ballpark?
You gotta get back to like. You're. I don't know. It's been a year and a half. I don't know. This is a year and a half old. You're asking me about something that is long old, that I regret in my past, that's embarrassing to me, that I moved on from, and has nothing to do with who I am now or my current content. So, no, I don't remember how long the call is, and no, I don't have a ballpark for you. However, yeah, I'm sure it was in my mindset, and like I said earlier multiple times, she would have these like swings, and like I said, do in private, where she would be cordial and kind and feel bad and apologize to me. I have calls of her saying that she's sorry and feels bad. And yeah, like, and then she would have swings where she would fucking be the fucking demon child.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on. Who's okay? This Mama Oko, dude. You do interviews like the weirdest people. So with this Mama Oko person, apparently you had stated that she actually, because what you had stated to me in this call, and I want you to deny this if you didn't state this. We can go rewind and verify this. You had stated that the two of you were in the car. It was her nighttime curfew. You were trying to convince her to stay longer, and then at the end of that convincing, you asked her to kiss you, and then she just did it, right?
I didn't say at the end of the convincing. At the end, like before we left, yeah.
Yeah, so you said, no, but you said you tried to convince her for 5 minutes, and then the kiss happened. That's what I established. I made sure to lay that out like 5 times.
I don't think we did establish that.
I said, dude, I literally, like, to just get
I said,
the
like, we
timeline,
stayed there for, like, 5 minutes, but, like...
You tried to convince her, and then at the end, you would asked her, to kiss you, and then without hesitation, she did, right? I wanted to establish which one happened first.
Yeah, without hesitation, yeah.
Yeah, so that
like,
happened.
I tried to convince her to stay...
Oh, dude, I just checked. I had a little hunch. I just had a little hunch. We might have extra content coming in. Some awesome content coming in. DSP lolcow review. Cameronf305 update from Mama Oko, guys. Cameronf305 update. This fucking mentally disabled, yeah. Absolutely owned. Raped across the coals.
Stay longer, and then...
But that one happened... The convincing to stay longer, the kiss happened after that. I made sure to establish that.
Yeah, a while after, yeah. Like about 5 minutes later.
But apparently, you had stated that she didn't want to kiss you because it was her curfew.
Huh?
In another interview, allegedly, that's what you stated. We could pull it up. Hold on.
I said what?
Happened there was...
Wait,
it would like I wasn't forcing her to kiss me.
That she didn't want to kiss me because it was her curfew? I'm sorry, what?
Wait, hold on.
Is that what you just said?
No, I'm saying apparently you stated that in another clip. I'm just listening to this clip real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
She gave it to me because she thought that was her way to like go home because she was afraid of curfew. That's what was happening.
Okay.
And I just wanted to spend a little bit more time with her because we had like 30 minutes and like we were like 10 minutes away. I was like, we could spend like 15 more minutes, but she was like anxious about curfew. That's what was happening.
Okay.
And I was just trying like 30. That's what was happening. It would like I wasn't forcing her to kiss me. Okay, I want to make that very clear.
Okay.
I asked for one.
This person is like so embarrassing on so it's actually like it just annoys me that this person like has any self-esteem whatsoever. You know they see themselves as like a Metallica fan. They think they're like a gym walker. They're like posting on Twitter, dude. They're like posting on Twitter the Mr. Metallica no friends on the internet clip. Like there's some fucking... When they're literally having mental breakdowns over being banned from Kirsch's Discord server. Going on stream and having mental breakdowns over being banned from Kirsch's Discord server. And then you post on Twitter the fucking... I've got no friends online. I've got no friends. I'm a lone wolf. Boy, it's just like, it's so... It's just crazy. I can't even... Like, how do you even put it into words how fucking embarrassing and pathetic these people are? Like, actual speds, actual socially disabled, porn-sick, fucking weirdos with nothing of value to add to the world. No worthwhile thoughts in any of their content. And they're not even funny. They're not even funny. They don't even make funny jokes. They're just a bunch of fucking porn-sick, autistic losers. And they go around acting like, oh yeah, I'm badass. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Someone called me fat and racist on Twitter. Oh. Every fucking day. Every fucking day. Seriously, it needs to be burned down. All of this, it needs to be totally burned down. The 4chan adjacent VTube shit. It's just like it's like not even that it annoys me as like oh, they're right wing. Be right wing. Just why do you act like you're not literally the most detached from reality, isolated, fat, autistic losers online? Why do you pretend that's not you? It's disgusting.
To me, because she thought that was her way to like go home because she was afraid of curfew.
Okay, this isn't really in
That's what was
contradiction.
happening.
Like they will all make fun of the caricature of the fat trans soy jack with the blue hair, you know, scraggly blue hair, receding, fucking totally borderline bald, fucking awful patchy bit, and then that's them. That's them. That's Kirsch and she's cis.
Just wanted to spend a little bit more time with her because we had like 30 minutes and like we were like 10 minutes away.
Alright, this doesn't really contradict what he just said, to be fair here.
What kind of retards do you have like trying to? I know that I know that there's people.
Many people have a bone to pick, man. I don't know. A lot of people want in here.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm keeping
people
them out.
have Diesel's cock way down their throat. And by the way, that guy's a piece of shit too. I used to respect him.
You said you'd be willing to talk to him in a call.
For a certain point, he's still a piece of shit to me.
Would you be willing to talk to him right now?
No.
Oh.
I'd like to finish this interview.
Okay.
I'd like for you to get back on track and listen, Aiden. I think you are playing shit up for stream right now, and I understand that, but I think you need to get back to it and be genuine.
I'm not playing anything up.
The fucking just like trying to like emotionally blackmail, like power play. I think you need to get back on topic. You know, you were doing a good job before, Aiden, but I think you need to get back on topic.
I'm trying to ascertain what occurred.
Yeah, but earlier you definitely were trying to play shit up. Don't fuck with me. Okay?
Yeah, I was making jokes.
Yeah, but like let's stick to it if we're gonna.
Yeah, what did I? Okay, I don't. I don't know if I misinterpreted what this was gonna be, but I was gonna give you pushback if I disagreed with something.
No, totally. But I mean, some of it just seems kind of retarded, you know. Like going on for like 10 minutes about fucking not seeing my file explorer. Like what the hell?
Because it seemed like you're. It seemed like you're.
That's just so
like you're
stupid.
potentially manipulating evidence.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, that is what it seemed like.
I'm manipulating evidence. How?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to see your recent files. It just took
It's actually that VTuber rant that like totally applies to Cameron too. Actually, now that I've just like thought about that for like 2 seconds, that VTuber rant that totally applies to Cameron too. How are you gonna be? And I've said this many times. How are you gonna be content cop when you're acting like this? When you got these allegations and you're acting like this about it? When you got this passed online and you want to be content cop, you want to be the edgy, haha XD guy going after other people, calling out their misdeeds in a cutting and aggressive way. When you crumble like this, the moment there's any pressure on you, and you've got just like this weird as fuck past.
8 years to find like a 1 minute.
Yeah,
clip.
you're just fucking putting me on the
And
spot.
I've been saying this literally since this drama started. This is like the first time you've covered it, okay?
I'm fucking looking and years old. I don't have this ingrained in the back of my mind.
I know exactly the process you would have gone through to find this. I know exactly what you would have gone through to
Yeah,
find this. And
probably
at max, it would have taken like 10 minutes.
And it didn't. It took me less than 10 minutes.
From after you found the Premiere file to when you actually like pulled it up and sent it to me, that was more
Oh
than
yeah,
10 minutes.
because you kept asking fucking questions.
Well,
I'm not
Crab
gonna...
Navy General, here's the thing. I've been assured that Bad Empanada is actually not ever on the hook for defamation because there's no laws in Argentina. I've been assured of this.
Like, multitask and give half-assed answers when you're asking me something about something serious. Of course I'm gonna, like, respond.
Okay, if you can't multitask, you can't multitask.
All
But,
crime
I'm
is
not
legal
trying
in
to,
Argentina.
like,
This
I'm
is
not
well
gonna
known.
listen to 2 different conversations at once. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do there.
Well, I don't need you don't need to listen, because what you could have done is
I don't need to listen to you while you're interviewing me?
No,
That
but you
sounds
don't know. You
pretty
don't know.
fucking stupid.
How do you not get what I just said? You don't need to listen to the call. You don't need to listen to the call. What you would do is you would scrub over.
I didn't know the fucking file name. I couldn't scrub over. It was in the fucking. It takes a second.
Didn't you say beforehand there were like files already titled Call 1 in Premiere?
Yeah, and those were the wrong calls. They weren't the correct ones.
Those were part of Call 1.
So wait, he had to wait. So he's literally switched around calls. He renamed a call to Call 1 earlier. There was some other file, and he has switched around calls. Dude, what is going on? Dude.
No, one of them was, but and Call 1 was nothing to do with it. I realized I labeled it Call 1 in the video. That was like 2024 something, whatever.
But there are multiple. But there are multiple recordings from the same call.
There's at least 2. Yeah.
Okay, so and one of these is called Call 1.
Yes.
So why couldn't you have just given me the file name?
Because that wasn't the correct call.
But you said that's also from Call 1.
No, it's from the same call that quote-unquote Call 1 was recording. We've been over this like 50 times.
I just want the call. I just want Call 1.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't from the fucking response. There was none of that content was in the thing I linked in my response.
Yeah. So wait. Is this call? Which Call 1 is the initial Call 1? And is Call 1 the same call as the precursor call? I'm not.
Can you send me the other Call 1?
He's playing like he's doing that game. He's doing that fairground game where they have the ball and the cups, you know, and he's like spinning them around. That's like a Call 1 is in, or which cup is Call 1 in right now? Aiden, I will send you Call 1 if you guess which cup is covering Call 1.
The same call?
I can later after we've been over this. We've been over this after I verify that there's no personal information.
Shell game, yeah, that's it.
But I'm not going to do that right now because I'd like to get finished with this fucking interview.
Yeah.
I'd like to, get to the actual meat of this.
Ice cream man.
This shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like we've covered like.
I don't.
What else is there that you want to get to?
Well, I feel like you've just harped on the false accusations instead of like that's already been addressed. I mean,
okay, so what do you want to get to?
I thought you were gonna ask me about the diesel shit.
Sure, I'll ask you about the diesel shit. What about the diesel shit?
What about it?
I don't know. You want me to talk to you?
I wasn't honest with him.
Okay, why weren't you honest with him?
There's a multitude of reasons. First of all.
So he's just brought up. I think we talking about the diesel shit. I don't know what diesel shit we're bringing up here, and now it's just his opportunity to launch into a monologue.
I was very untrusting at that time for many reasons. There was times where I had, as I stated earlier, where I was being pressured into saying things to appease someone, as we already went over. There were times where I wasn't honest out of pure embarrassment, and more recently, embarrassment and regret. And I do regret several occasions not being honest with them. What I don't regret is wanting an aspect of my sex life to be private, because I guarantee you, and you should know this too, having certain things about your private life out there, no one likes that. No one wants to be on the age of the internet. No one likes that. Okay. And this is something that's pretty new, and that's something that, I was just generally uncomfortable with on its face. And I regretted the fling. I regretted the fling, mainly because the person turned out to be a piece of shit. Like,
wow.
And everything, like, I guess, surrounding it as well. Like, total piece of shit. And I moved on. I learned from it, Like, yeah, I lied to Diesel. I regret it. I shouldn't have done that. It affects my credibility. I shouldn't have done that.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Point is, I didn't assault anyone. Never have. Never will. Not a fucking rapist. She said it multiple times. Whether any fucking call is cut or not, let's get down to the fucking meat of it. She said multiple times on multiple verifiable occasions that even Diesel published and said himself that he does not think I did these things. I didn't assault anybody. He said it on stream. He said it in his videos.
Dude,
so I don't know.
Diesel said I'm innocent. I don't even think Diesel said he's innocent, did he? I don't think Diesel made a firm statement on whether he was innocent or not. And literally, who gives a fuck what Diesel thinks in the first place? Like, it seems like Diesel's this guy. Oh, everyone listens to Diesel. Bro, what are you talking about?
What does he think you did? That it was like
he thinks I'm stupid. That's what he said. He thinks I'm stupid and he thinks it's important. And honestly, I think his whole
why don't we get him in here to explain that himself?
You can talk to him later on your own. That's not my prerogative. I know that would make great content for you.
No, you said when we called him private. I asked you beforehand. I asked you beforehand in our call if you'd be willing to talk to him. You said yes on my stream.
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. What I think I said.
He literally said earlier in this call he'd be willing to talk to Diesel. Literally in this call.
That I would be fine if you talked to him beforehand or afterward or whatever.
That's not what you said, but
I disagree with you. I don't think.
And he's just literally doing the exact. Does this not? What does this echo to you? What does this echo? What does this sound like? Where is it? 1 second. Pull this up. I don't have the link ready. Where is it?
Legal stand you.
Once you started squirming, maybe I wasn't hearing telling you argued because
want to.
No, just in the sense of us having sex, and that can be argued because once I heard you say stop, I put you down. You were being nonverbal.
I don't think I was.
I'm telling you. Maybe I wasn't hearing correctly, but I'm telling you that I did not hear the word stop, and until I did, I put you down. And I felt awful because you were once you started squirming a bit, I felt
squirming? Bad. You're gonna call it squirming? I was hitting you.
Were you?
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I don't know. Obviously I wasn't intending to do something bad to you. And I feel bad about it. But that's between us, and that's not going to be public.
So that the way he said that there, and then.
Oh, I'm telling you,
And it was only because I wanted to spend.
But you can't just act like you didn't do anything wrong.
Wrong in the sense, in regard, not.
Where is it?
And I feel horrible between, and that's why I feel horribly bad speaking in it.
And that I was scared and not to grab me. That.
Okay. If you were hold on, wait. Obviously, after the fact, once I put you down, I realized what was happening. There's a reason I put you down.
Because I was hitting you.
You might have been. I personally don't remember that, but you might have been.
So, isn't that the exact sort of same way that he's lying here? Does that not sound so similar?
And honestly, I think his whole
why don't we get him in here to explain that himself?
You can talk to him later on your own. That's not my prerogative. I know that would make great content for you.
No, you said when we called him private. I asked you beforehand. I asked you beforehand in our call if you'd be willing to talk to him. You said yes on my stream.
Absolutely true. This is absolutely true. He even asked him in this call, would he do it?
I think I did. No, I didn't. What I think I said was that I would be fine if you talked to him beforehand or afterward or whatever.
Absolutely not what happened.
I disagree with you. I don't think I would have agreed to speak with him, no.
It's just like so similar the way he's handling this. Obviously, it
Because,
doesn't prove
like,
anything, but it's just like, dude, when you are acting like this much of a fucking rat, and your tactics are so similar each time, it's just like, dude.
that's just gonna turn into some argument that I don't want fucking like that's gonna turn into some clip chimped argument.
Well, okay, but when we did call, I did ask you, right, if I could record the call, not to only release if you claim something happened in the call that didn't happen. So if I find a clip of you giving me permission.
Yeah, as if
for
Aiden
FPS
would be
Diesel.
seeking Cameron's approval to talk with Diesel before or after. Like, what?
To go.
Okay, boo fucking who? Then I changed my mind then, or I misspoke at the time. Boo fucking who? I don't want to talk to him. Point blank, period.
So you could
And then he just bugs out.
There you go.
You could have said that.
Maybe I misspoke.
Okay.
But I didn't want to talk to him then. I don't want to talk to him now. I don't want
Misspoke.
to talk to him regardless. He should know that.
I feel like you have a lot of like gripes with this guy, and I feel like publicly confronting him would be like the thing you would want like the most.
Publicly confronting him?
I were in your
Absolutely
shoes.
not. I'll let people. I don't give a shit what you would do in my shoes. Frankly, no offense. I love you, but I personally don't give a shit. And
He's such a rat.
in my perspective, I don't have any. Like when I was gay upped on stream, you think I want to continue to talk to him there when he was like criticizing for me for doing the exact same thing he's doing, getting glazed live on stream? Like,
How did he gay op you?
what do you mean how? He had some idiot, some self-described F word, have pull him onto the stream while I was being interviewed.
I feel like if you're like purposing yourself
What?
to be like the next content cop or whatever, I feel like you should be able to like handle aggressive.
Did I do? Did Ian do this in the past?
Aggressive question.
I can handle aggressive questions when I don't
Dude.
fuck with and when I'm not gonna engage with.
I don't think
is-
Ian was like in a controversy such as this like in the past where he had to like answer for anything.
Yeah, but was he gonna go on fucking someone's stream and look
Is that,
when
also, is
his
that what
girlfriend came
he
over?
actually just compares himself to Ian, just like in his mind? Oh, did Ian do that? I'm going to just do what Ian did. Yeah, are you going to end up being a cock as well, Cameron? Are you going to end up being an embarrassing fucking cock as well, Cameron? Is that going to happen?
Fucking OnlyFans or something?
If Ian at the peak of his career, pre-Anissa, was being
He was a virgin.
being falsely, but if he hypothetically was being falsely accused,
Yeah,
of,
yeah. Ian got more than one video out before turning into a complete fucking lolcow, so...
rape, Ian at the height of his career, I'm certain would probably go on to someone.
No.
I'm certain.
Totally
I mean,
disagree. Totally disagree. And first of all, and second of all,
if he was being falsely accused,
I have no problem with aggressive questioning. Don't get it twisted. What I have a problem with is the way that some of this shit's framed and the way that you're like harping on really retarded little fucking points. Like, get to the fucking meat, dude. You can do better. Okay, you did just fine before.
You can do better.
And you were confrontational a little bit. Like, you could see through shit typically.
No, our first call, I was
It's
like
so
super
embarrassing.
fucking light, way lighter than I'd normally be. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, I was kind of shocked by that. I thought you'd be like,
well,
but I also wasn't expecting you to like just assume certain shit or just like go on weird fucking tangents that don't have to do with the allegation at hand. Let's be real here. You're asking me about files for my next fucking video.
This absolutely has to do with the allegation at hand because you yourself are the person that invoked call 1 to when I first asked you.
Oh my god!
Wait, when I
This
first
is so dumb.
Wait, when I first asked you about the hugging situation, you brought up call 1. You said you used it in your document. You said here is an admission by her that she wasn't sexually assaulted or whatever.
And guess what?
It seemed out of context, so I wanted the full thing.
How did it seem out of context?
Because
the context was laid out immediately. No. Excuse me. The context was laid out immediately
by you.
Exactly.
You.
And she responded. She responded to it. You're
a party. Wait, hold on. You are a party that would have interest in presenting this a certain way. So of course,
no fucking shit.
Yeah, so of course I'd want the full context of the call that led up to her
and you
answer.
got it.
No, I didn't. You gave me a 1 minute and 4 second clip. You gave me a 1 minute.
And guess what? That's fucking longer. You got it.
That is not.
You got the full fucking context of the recording, dude. Or if you're gonna keep harping on this.
That's not the. I just listened to it. That's not the full context at all.
Of the recording, yes, it is. That's the full recording. There you go. You fucking got it. Congratulations,
dude.
I just don't think anyone would interpret that as being a full recording. But
don't care. I genuinely do not give a shit.
Dude, he's
spun like a full recording exists. You just don't want to release it, like.
No. What the fuck else do you want from me?
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, no, I've made that clear. A full recording does not exist. There's a precursor recording and then that recording.
You could have just said that before you went and looked for it.
I said that. Well, I didn't fucking know. It's been a year and a half, dude.
Okay. The other thing too is you, by your own admission, you admitted like you recorded calls of you two just like goofing around and shit. So I don't understand like why there would be such a short recording.
Because
of this call
she was crying.
When it relates to
she was crying, talking about something really personal. She started bringing up certain personal things.
Well, then you wouldn't have to release that. You could have just released like these are pretty.
I just don't feel comfortable recording something like that, dude. That's just not something I felt comfortable recording.
If she's lying about you sexually assaulting
her. At that point, the allegation was already debunked back then.
How is it debunked? How is any of it debunked, retard?
First of all, it was never debunked. But I don't want you
to... Yes, it fucking has been, dude.
What do you consider debunking? What do you consider debunking?
She said it herself multiple times. She agreed with my fucking context of the situation. She said multiple fucking times she was never sexually assaulted. The full context is out there. It's very fucking clear at this point that she was not sexually assaulted.
It sounds like she's being fucking held hostage. That's just why I want. That's all the only reason I just want.
Sounds like she's being held hostage. It does. She volunteered it.
She's in tears. How do I know she volunteered it? If I'm a woman in 4-second clip.
I don't fucking know. How does it sound like she's being fucking held hostage, dude? She's crying and confiding in me. I'll send you the precursor clip.
Send me the precursor.
You are wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me listen to this.
I'm not sending it to you right now. I'll send it to you later.
Well, why can't you send it to me right now?
You know why? Because there might be... there is compromising fucking personal information there that I'm not sharing.
It could be anything.
Thank you for the $5.
He sounds just like flamenco when pressed.
I don't know, how much have I even seen flamenco get pressed? I haven't seen a lot of flamenco content, I'm gonna be real.
From touching a titty to...
I only saw him win, actually. I've only really seen flamenco win. I've seen him threaten to send letters to Xander Hall's mother, and I've seen him beat Keno, Casino, and Godwinson.
Forcible rape. Like, they're so vague with this stuff. So
Sorry.
Who is they when she says they're so vague with this stuff?
She's talking about the subreddit that was originally accusing me, which in the first point of my document, I linked their post. Because at that time, I understand to the commentary community, that would not be understood as to why that was important to the situation, but and I guess the Yandere community, it was because those were the people that were pushing these allegations.
I also see him on the kill stream a lot, because I used to kill stream.
Me for the fucking 11 hours. I gave them, context and whatnot. I understand that it's just a Reddit post to a lot of you people, but like in the community that exonerated me because like they were.
Wait, what got her to the point of tears in this call? By the way,
she was talking about people, I guess, essentially trying to like swat her. In her eyes.
They're so vague with this stuff, so that they investigate it all. I'm fine.
And claiming that she was being sexually abused. Like, that's how it started. Like,
it sounds like you're being confrontational in the call, which I wouldn't blame you for, by the way. Your tone is...
No, my tone was more griping about people saying that I sexually assaulted her, because at this point in time, she was agreeing with me that I didn't do that.
Also, if she's... You said you felt uncomfortable recording because she was crying, but this... By the way,
then the topic got brought up, and I'm like, oh shit! If more evidence, the merrier. At the same time, there's that human side of me that's like, oh fuck no, I'm not gonna like let that go. But then once that's over, I stopped recording because again, I still felt uncomfortable with her crying and what we were talking about.
That only went on for 1 minute and 4 seconds.
Yeah, it was a short.
But if you're recording, wait, hold on.
It's just like such bullshit. If you're willing to record someone secretly, you're willing to do that. Obviously. You're not going to sit there ending and restarting the recording when you're recording a call. We've all recorded calls, dude. Everyone knows how this goes. Everyone who makes YouTube content knows how this goes, bro.
if you're going into this recording her, you're obviously attempting to get something, right? And I would assume it'd be evidence exonerating you, correct?
More so at that time, I was just trying to cover my bases because, I mean, at that point.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you keep the conversation on that?
Because she's confiding in me about something that's complete. When someone's crying and venting to you about something that's happening to them, I'm not going to go in there and be like, oh, but me.
That's happening to them. Allegedly, this has to do with her falsely accusing.
Oh, apparently, someone was saying that the top moderator of r/Osana, who like one of the people who helped clear him, is now his top moderator in his Discord. So the post that he keeps referencing that clears his name is made by his top mod, or is like in part made by his top mod.
Saul. So
it
would be about
not the context of this call initially. No, it wasn't about that.
What is she talking about here, though?
People were claiming that her father was sexually abusing her.
Well, this recording, is that what that's about?
That's what the initial part. That's what part one's about. Then she brings up me that I was mentioned, and then I start recording again.
Wait,
I didn't fucking sexually assault you.
So this 1 minute and 4 second clip is about her father, not you?
No. The precursor clip, again, listen, you got it. I know. Is about her father. And then, once I stopped recording, she started talking about me. Now listen very carefully. I start recording. No, I don't think you are, because this is the third time.
I'm listening very fucking carefully, man. I'm actually taking notes as we speak.
I hope so. You got this, Aiden. Then I start recording again because I'm brought up. Hey, I need to cover my bases. We talk about that, then it's over, and then...
That's the ridiculous thing, right? Is it's like, oh, I can't share parts of these calls, or I can't share the full calls because it's got me saying all this private information. I don't want the private information to get out. And I had to admit to raping her because I was, she had this private information on me. But then he goes out in public and makes it blatantly obvious what the private information is and still expects that excuse to fly. Like, everyone knows he got molested. And you're saying, and people are saying to you, we all know you got molested. We all know that you got molested. We can all tell what happened here. Just give us the fucking evidence.
Hello?
And hello? You hear me?
Sorry, yeah, you cut out. Keep going.
Where did I cut out?
Your internet went out for like 3 seconds.
He's spoken about it so much to so many people. It's just like... this outweighs. This information getting out is more important. Not getting out, that we all know already, is more important to you than not looking like a rapist. Okay.
You said you're covering your bases or something?
I'm covering my bases, yeah. Talking about that, I mean, any more admissions that I didn't do this shit is the merrier, you know? So...
Wait, I didn't see this. What is this? I hadn't seen this. I just looked at the pinned messages in my Discord. Dude.
And then once that's over, I stop recording because, again, this is in the middle of an emotional conversation. I don't want, to do anything else about that. I'd gotten what I needed, and then we continued the call. So I don't know where else it went from there because it had been so fucking long, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, dude. Fuck me. Why is Dickers calling me again? Dude,
I don't know.
This Dickers guy really wants to talk to you. I don't know if he has a crush or something. You're sure he wants another chance. He didn't have his vape. I'll keep him on a tight leash.
No, he's not getting one. Sorry. I'm not doing this.
You're not gonna help a guy out?
No.
Okay.
You can go jerk off with his 1,000 subscribers. I don't really give a shit.
True. We're in the presence of fame itself.
I'm not famous.
Oh, okay. Do you know who Parry? Why is this Parry guy? Do you know who Parry is? Okay, I'm keeping this on track, dude. I'm getting a million calls. Okay.
So I think there's a clip here.
I would suggest your next interview should be with Purple Parry. He's a
no.
Do you know him?
I know I constantly like tagged me and shit and like threatened me, so now
He
I'm not doing
threatened
that.
you?
I didn't trust in him.
Yeah.
What? When?
What the
How?
fuck is wrong with this guy?
He's lying. He's lying.
Threatened me on Twitter, but yeah,
He
yeah,
literally is in my DMs making threats against my life right now.
That's
So it's actually
okay.
nice.
I am
Good
doing
point.
that
So
to
you
be
make a
fair.
good point.
I am doing that to
Good
be fair.
All
I
right. Well,
threatened him
appreciate you calling in.
in my
we'll do this
video.
again soon.
That's the difference.
And yeah.
You said I didn't know who I
Best
am
of
by
luck.
the
What's so funny? What, you don't want to do a follow?
yeah. If you come more prepared.
Harry nuked his VOD because of having death
This
threats and
week, okay, look,
slurs
so-
he was
This
shouting.
week, okay, look, so this tweet, remember, like Bucks Wonder, he's on this, but Bucks Wonder, I was talking to him in Spicy, and he said, yeah, this Cameron retard made a tweet saying he was going to make more stuff, and this is the tweet, I quote tweeted it, guys, and I said, if you ever make another video on your YouTube channel, I release full conversations you had between Jelly and Diesel, including the parts where you talk about being, and I added asterisk here, this is actual asterisk. I guess that's a threat. It's not really, that's not real threats, is it? That's threats on like your life. That's promise, man, that's not threats.
Right, like, I mean,
I don't remember. I don't even think that's a threat. You see my other
I
tweets.
think you should get acting lessons or some shit. I don't know.
You see my other tweets, man.
You missed my other dono? Just write it out again. I'm sorry. So I don't really know like where to take it at this point.
Well, what are you not? You know, what else do you want to know? Because we're gonna wrap this up. So what else do you want to know?
Like all I want to know less. I want to see more. I want to see more calls. I want to see recordings of shit. Obviously I'm not gonna get that. I don't really know like what else to ask.
Well, first of all, let's lay out some facts here. Okay. So accusations made a year and a half ago. She goes back on it. She says this didn't happen. I say it didn't happen. The context is established. It didn't happen. I cut her off. She's upset with me. Goes to Diesel. And then like another important piece of context is later on she still tries to get in contact with me and like ask for forgiveness. And then at that point it's over. Like it's not happening.
She tries to run right back to you.
I could try to.
She ran right back to me.
He went to great lengths to say he couldn't remember the length of the call that happened over a year ago, but his memory is sharp as a razor sharp on exactly what was said around this clipped call.
Thank you for the 9.99, Shomoni. Thank you. Yeah, but his memory is perfect for anything that might work in his favor, but not for the stuff that doesn't. Guaranteed Kuihman has 11 says off stream. Why would you listen to this and not just run away? Why would you listen to Run Right Back by Cameronf305 and not Run Away by Kanye West? Run right back to me. Okay.
I find that as well, if you'd like. But again, this is someone who is crazy, has a big history of lying. Not just to Diesel, but to everyone.
You keep saying that, but you both have
Ask fucking FPS Diesel later.
I know.
Ask
He said it. He
Diesel
said
later.
it. I know she's lied about things. I know she's lied about things to protect her
Not
own
about
interests.
things. She lies about everything.
To protect herself.
She's lied about.
I know.
She's lied about her
But
whole
you've done
life.
the same thing.
No, not just to protect herself.
What else has she lied about?
She lies to get fucking people that she doesn't like in trouble or do things. Like she's a very malicious individual.
Has she ever lied about sexual assault before?
I don't know. Probably.
Do we have any? Has she ever claimed this before? I mean,
she's claimed to have been molested
Probably.
before, but I mean, she still talks to that person who apparently did it. So, or off and on, she still talked about that. Talked to that person, and apparently was on cordial.
That song is way better than Cunny Doctor song. Now that's just not true. Now that's just not true. Come on now.
Terms at a certain point, so I don't know, but that one seemed a little weird to me after a while. But that is, for me, at this point, I believe unverifiable. So I mean,
okay. All right. I don't like if you're willing to leak stuff like that. I don't know why you would like care so much to protect your personal info in the call itself.
because I'm not gonna dox someone.
Oh, it's her docs?
I mean, yeah, like her real name is said and shit. Like, I'm not gonna.
You're
I'm
like
not gonna dox
you're referring to her by her like real full name? Oh, is it just her first name?
You know, I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, that's all. Like, I just don't want to dox this individual. I don't want to.
Nobody's out. Like, I don't think anyone's asked you that question.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just.
Not a
I just want to redact anything personal or any personal information.
Yeah, nobody's asked you to dox her.
Like, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, but like, are you just like when you two talk to each other, are you just like referring to each other by your full name?
I mean, I referred to her how I knew her, and I knew her by her real name, and I don't think she would want that out there.
So is it just her first name that's in the call?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So if we get her permission, if she says she's okay with you revealing the call, will you just reveal the full uncut call?
I guess, but that's if she wants to.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't want you to do without her permission, of course. Was it her first name or her full name?
I know I've referred to her by her first name multiple times. I don't think I ever referred to her by her full name. That'd be strange.
So the private information in the call is relating to her first name.
Yeah, and then there's other things that she goes into that I don't think I'd be willing to release without her consent.
In a 5-minute call?
Yeah.
How
like
elaborate
talking about
is this 5
family,
minutes?
talking about her family and personal like shit
So
like
she-
that. And I
she's
believe
not-
she also, excuse me, I believe she also talks about like where she's currently at, like because this is involving like she's talking about people calling police on her and saying that her dad is like.
So how much of this call was actually about the situation that happened with you?
Nothing. Precursor, nothing.
So why was it even?
That's why I stopped recording.
I thought that was the wait. Okay. So why was that even in the video or in your Okay.
The reason that was in the video was because it had to
Look,
do with
that's
the
an
subreddit.
epic message,
that was like she was
That's an
claiming
epic
that the subreddit was the one calling, and then I was trying to like, give an example.
Wait. Apparently her first name is public.
Pull that up.
It's not.
It's like Allie or something.
No, that's not her real name.
Okay.
She has multiple pseudonyms. Anne, Jelly, and Jane were the main 3.
Okay. Actually, I think that to be charitable, I think that is true. I did hear that she just uses like a million names and pseudonyms. That part is like totally true. I mean, what were you calling in the call that she released of you? What were you referring to her as?
Her real name.
In the call she released of you?
Yeah, that censored part.
Oh, it says she censors. Okay, got it.
That call is edited. It's censored.
I didn't remember hearing any like cuts within the call. I could be off on
No,
that.
there's a bleep.
Okay. So give me a timeline of how this call went down.
Which one?
Like how we got up to the point of her admitting you didn't sexually assault her.
Again? Okay. So I get a call. Naturally, I'm trying to cover my bases at this point. I'd already, debunked the false allegations, whatever. Still trying to cover my bases. The more the merrier. Start recording. I answer. From what I like hear in the recording, she's like talking about, being upset with people who she believes is tied to the subreddit at the time. By the way, take anything that she says with a massive grain of salt because she's not very trustworthy. I personally don't think the subreddit actually had anything to do with this now.
Poisoning, just like, yeah, she'd have to fucking lie at every opportunity. It's so blatant.
At the time, I believed her.
We get it. She's not trustworthy. We don't need to keep reestablishing that.
But yeah, she was saying that they're claiming that people in her family, like her dad, are like doing sexually assaulting her, sexually abusing her. She's currently being sexually abused and whatnot. And she's telling me that she's not, and she wants to be with, her significant other, and all kinds of stuff. And she's afraid to leave her house. She's upset about all the reports. And I stopped recording because I felt,
Yeah, but how did you get her to the point where she's accusing you of sexual assault to where she's admitting that you didn't sexually assault her? Like, what happened?
I have been over this a trillion times, dude. I don't fucking know. She claimed at the time that it was like a manic episode, that she had like BPD or something. Like that's what she was claiming. That she was going because she would have moments where she would feel apologetic.
Did you ask her for a follow-up? Like, why did you change your mind?
She had told me it was because of a manic episode in private.
What is the BPD line from?
So in my initial response, I had talked about how she had told me in private that when apologizing to me initially after making the allegation to someone else in private, she said that she was having a manic episode. She thought she had BPD, and all that. So one of the original accusers who has also backtracked on these allegations, deleted their video about it, everything. Individual named Ali MCC had said that I was deflecting because of a manic episode, and I talked to her about that, and she said on her own, I thought I had BPD because of it. It did come from a manic episode. If you tried to put words in my mouth, I would try to ruin you.
So okay, so she threatened to. Got it.
So she threatened me in that call. I don't know if that counts as the blackmail, but I mean that was probably referring to it.
What was even? What did you even say there?
Episode, and I also backtracked on these allegations. Episode. So about it, everything. Individual named Ali MCC had said that I was deflecting because of a manic episode, and I talked to her about that, and she said on her own, I thought I had BPD because of it. It did come from a manic episode. If you tried to put words in my mouth, I would try to ruin you.
So okay, so she threatened to. Got it.
So she threatened me in that call. I don't.
What is even? I don't even know what the claim is there.
I don't know if that counts as the blackmail, but I mean,
like, if you lie about what I'm saying, I'm gonna ruin you. But I mean, okay, well, what's the context to that? What is happening there?
I mean, that was probably referring to it.
Wait a minute. I have another thing I need to ask you about in relation to this. I'm not changing the subject.
Okay.
So when you're on Snapchat with her, essentially saying to her, it was an accident, just hear me, let me explain, let us work this out. I had no bad intent. I beg of you and everything, you're my life. What did you... And then she's saying that you sexually assaulted her. SSD, is that what that stands for? Or
SSD?
No, you sec...
Screenshotted me. I think that is, right? Screenshotted, I assume. Screenshotted me, didn't tell me, sent it to YouTube to make me look bad. You don't accidentally send 3 screenshots. Yeah.
With sexual assaults. I don't know what SSD means.
What?
Alright. Wrong one? What do you mean wrong?
Yeah, like, he's such a weird manipulator, man. Let me explain. Let's work this out. I had no bad intent, please. I beg on everything. I beg you on anything, everything. You're my life. You're my life. Dude.
What did you... And then she's saying that you sexually assaulted her. SSD, is that what that stands for? Or
SSD?
No, you okay, that's not what sexual assaults. I don't know what SSD means.
What?
Alright. Wrong one? What do you mean wrong? Huh?
Sexual sadism disorder? What are we talking? I know what you're referring to. This is like a Snapchat conversation where she had blocked me because she found out I
doesn't even know slang for texting.
And did you pull up the wrong file here, Aiden? What file were you meant to pull up here?
Accidentally leaked something to a YouTuber, and we were still in this fling at the time, and I felt horrible, and I was trying to fix things with her. But yeah.
Got it. Wrong one? Well, you're blocked for life. People are like, Aiden, wait, before you hang up, you need to see this, man. Before he leaves, you need to see this. And then I get a message, and then I pull it up, and then those same people are in my chat being like, wait, wrong one. It's not me fumbling. If it's the wrong one, don't fucking send it. If it's the wrong one, maybe don't send it. Have you ever considered that? Has that ever gone through anybody's minds? Sorry. I have problems, man.
You're good, man.
Okay.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Okay, one sec. Fuck, dude, okay, anyways.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't really have anything else. Wait, one more thing. Anyways, okay. Sounds good. So she never blackmailed him during this interaction? That's retarded. That doesn't prove anything. What are you talking about? Are you fucking? Why would you? What are you talking about? This brief interaction. There was no blackmail. That doesn't mean anything. You fucking retard.
This is my point, though. Like, this is like the people that you were like grabbing from.
This guy's just retarded. That doesn't get rid of the broader context. This just proves absolutely nothing. It's like in this brief exchange, she doesn't blackmail him.
He's so desperate to jump on it.
Like, these are just a bunch of fucking orbiters of people who just don't fucking like me. That are just like, I guess,
why would these people not like you? Like, I don't understand why. Dickers.
Because Diesel doesn't like me.
I guess
Diesel Orbiter. Dickers is a Diesel Orbiter. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Doesn't even know Diesel. Dicker's like, I'm pretty sure Dickers is more pro H3 than he is Hassan.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He's a Hassan fan too.
Okay.
So I don't understand. Like, I don't know why. Why would people not like you? These are people with like no preconceived like bias against you. Is it like perhaps because like everything that's presented to people like indicates maybe like dishonesty or is like suspicious?
I think some people are rightfully upset that I wasn't honest with Diesel. I think some people are mad that me and Diesel don't fuck with each other. I think some people don't like that I attacked Hassan.
I don't think anyone here even likes Diesel, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't.
That's a fucking lie.
I don't think anyone even likes the guy here.
That's wrong.
Honestly, if you hate
no,
Diesel,
just let's wrap.
If you hate Diesel and want him in a ditch tomorrow, one's in chat.
Let's go.
Okay, I don't think anyone likes Diesel. So I don't understand. Like, do you think everyone who's coming after you is just like biased against you because they're Diesel fans or something? I don't even think I have a layover audience.
I'm not saying that entirely now, but I think there are certain people who don't want who see that and just don't fuck with me, and that's whatever. They have every right to not fuck with me.
Okay.
But if that's their prerogative. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Well,
he's always like Designer Beckett, but no one watching that shit anyway. Oh my god, so true. Yo, I gotta say, I don't know who pointed this out as well. They're like the weird like Gooner shit Diesel does. It's just like so. I hate the like sex positive nerd thing. I hate that thing that he tries to do. It's very like off-putting, deeply off-putting.
But I'm just saying you're not getting a lot of these people
it's
aren't
like very Destiny coded, frankly. Very Destiny coded, gotta say.
Don't have the objectivity intention in mind.
Is Aiden aware how gay he is?
Thank you for the $5, Jimberly. I'm not sure. He was groomed by black guys online as a teenager. So
mind is what I'm saying.
Got it.
Well, objectively, I didn't sexually assault this girl. I didn't, do anything nefarious. Okay, I didn't. The worst thing I did was lie to Diesel, point blank. And that was over embarrassment and a bunch of other factors that we've already been over, and I regret that. Shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Some cases, I think maybe it was a little bit justified in the sense where I was embarrassed. That doesn't make it right. But there are some parts where I'm like, I can understand that, and I regret it, and I regret the bringing up the blackmail to say that I didn't have sex with her. That was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. So okay. Someone's shown it. I was gonna say, former mod of Asana here. Give me a minute. I'm the one that wrote this post. It speaks for itself. That's all we have to say on the matter. Any further discussion will be considered harassment and removed. Obviously in Cameron's Discord. Mods, the brothers, friends, MVPs, elites, red. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That totally understand how that can be seen as manipulative or emotionally manipulative, and I own that, and I should not have done that. That's not in my character. Shouldn't have done that. That was so fucking wrong of me, and I regret that.
Do you have
own it?
In your video?
Asana is like the yandere dev snark, basically.
Aiden's the guy posting all the BNWO threads across all the boards on 4chan SMH.
Thank you for the $5, Citrus Chemist. Thank you. By the way, that mod then claims on stream that she didn't write the post, just posted it.
used multiple recordings.
Okay.
Not just call one. To like provide. Are you willing for? Were any of these recordings part of a full call? Like where you didn't start and stop and restart? Like were any of the recordings? Was there?
They were $5 Tetris
to
Chemist. That's based.
The full length call.
That's true,
a lot of these
actually, that's
recordings
true.
referenced a full length.
They've always been saying it's Jews posting those. If only we'd known, the culprit was right in front of us this whole time.
Full length call that was in my initial response video, which is all
the
there
recordings
on Diesel's.
themselves. The recordings themselves.
Yeah, they're all on Diesel's channel. Yeah.
Were they a part of a full length call?
No, the full length call is there. It's there as is.
The
initial one, yeah. The one that where
the one they're
referencing
about
her. The one where she says we didn't have sex while listening to Big Dick Randy. All that. That's full call, as is.
All right, there were several, just to be clear.
Yeah, but I mean.
But you're not gonna send like those ones. You don't need to.
I mean, I'll send any relevant calls.
Gooning is lame. Edging is played out. Abstinence is played out. It's 2025. We're getting chemically castrated to ascend beyond our animal impulses. Okay.
If you'd like.
Yes, please do.
But
as unedited as possible, preferably.
Yeah, I can send as many relevant calls as possible, but some of them are.
There is only one way to achieve maximum semen retention.
Relevant whatsoever, because it's just like
you will always
either goofing around or like stuff that's completely unrelated for just ranting.
Did she ever file a police report against you?
No, because I didn't sexually assault her. There were people who did try to file police reports back when this initially happened, and nothing came of it.
Got it. All right. Well, my final question we'll leave you with, because I like to just ask feedback from all my interviewees here at Aiden Underground Incorporated. What was your opinion on the interview today? Where do you think we could have improved? Were you happy with the way things went?
I think you should have been a lot more prepared.
A lot more prepared in like what sense?
Yeah, there's a lot of moments where you're frantically just taking shit from who I assume are not very reliable sources.
Well, a lot of people have gripes to you, which is why I preferred you talk to them instead of me. I'm kind of like.
Why would I talk to people with malicious intent? That's retarded.
They don't have they don't have. What do you think malicious intent is?
Yes, they do. They don't like me.
Anyone critical of me is malicious. Awesome.
Wait, but why don't they like you?
I don't fucking know. Ask them.
These are people with no preconceived notions about you.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
didn't
totally
know
do.
you
It doesn't. Listen, it doesn't fucking matter. The point is, they have malicious intent.
They're just people that disagree with you.
Don't care. They have malicious intent.
So it's
don't
malicious
care.
if they disagree with you. So you're almost.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Don't try to put words in my mouth. They have malicious intent.
That's the logical follow-up from what you just said.
No, it's not. That's what you tried to say.
Okay?
I'm saying they have malicious intent for a variety of reasons. You can figure that one out on your own.
What reasons?
It's pretty fucking clear.
Why do you speak in ciphers?
I'm not gonna platform it.
Why? Okay, why do you think Dickers has malicious intent?
I'm not gonna platform it. Done. Not gonna platform it.
You're not gonna platform why you think he's malicious intent?
I'm not gonna platform it. You can figure that one out on your own. It's pretty fucking obvious. But
all I know is that he disagrees with you.
No, I mean, look at the way he framed shit when he got in here. He was completely wrong. He didn't listen to the beginning where I already had explained this multiple times.
Dickers was actually right. You were just lying.
And he totally tried to do some fucking failed gotcha. It was pretty embarrassing, honestly.
He came into here with a notion of disagreeing with your narrative and tried to get a gotcha into that narrative.
And it was incorrect. His total notion was already incorrect because it had already been addressed in the interview.
So
I didn't even contradict myself. I did. But he wouldn't let me fucking talk.
Well,
so I had to correct it outside. Excuse me, I had to correct it outside.
He wasn't talking when you left. Just to be clear.
Yeah, because you were going on some tangent, so I fucking moved so I could correct it. Because I knew the second I started talking, he fucking started yapping his British fucking mouth.
All right.
So mad.
I would suggest you should your next interview should be with Purple Parry. He's a
no.
Do you know him?
I know. I constantly like tagged me and shit and like threatened me. So now
he threatened you.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's fucking
threatened me on Twitter. But yeah,
he literally is in my DMs making threats against my life right now. So it's actually
nice.
A good point. So you make a good point. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
That guy's got
hopefully
problems.
we do this again soon.
Something wrong with that guy.
And yeah, best of luck.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
Slinging the
What, you don't
water
do
over
Yeah.
Malta, I think.
If you come more prepared, maybe.
I will.
I'll think about it.
I'm telling you, next weekend, I'm gonna like take a.
I don't. You know what? No. Yeah.
No,
I'm done with this like whole situation because it's frankly retarded. Like, this is such a fucking nothing burger. Most people who are coming into this looking at the situation have stated they feel it's a nothing burger. Okay, and frankly, I do not give a fuck what anyone at this point who really thinks this is some horrible thing that actually happened. Anyone with an ounce of fucking know-how, knowledge, who isn't malicious would be. It's so fucking obvious. Okay, so I'm not engaging with this further. I'm just gonna keep making good content, and it's over.
We'll be watching, man. We'll be watching.
All right.
Take care, man. Bye bye.
Wow. I'll run right back to me.